Welcome to the campus of DeKalb County High School in Smithville, Tennessee, where we are set for a District 7 AAA doubleheader between Upperman and DeKalb County. I'm Noah McKay on the call here in the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. The lovely Madison McKay producing things for us this evening. We do have this doubleheader on tap. It's the girls' game just moments away between the Lady Bees and the Lady Tigers. We're on UCR2 tonight and live on the UCR YouTube channel, so wherever you're watching from, hit that like button. Let us know in the comment section who you are, where you're watching from, and who you're cheering for tonight. This is the Crouch Team with Highlands Lake Real Estate pregame show, and let's get into the matchup. The Upperman Lady Bees, the number 3 ranked team in the UC Top 5, with a 21-3 overall record, 5-1 in District 7 AAA. They're coming off a 38-31 victory at Livingston Academy. The Lady Bees are winners of 10 out of their last 11. Their lone blemish, that loss last week in Sparta. For DeKalb County, they're looking to get it rolling under head coach Brandy Alley. They are 8-14 on this season, 0-7 in the district, coming off a 56-44 loss at Livingston yesterday. So a doubleheader here forced by all the ice a couple of weeks ago. DeKalb trying to snap a 7-game losing streak here in district play. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how these two teams match up. DeKalb County, despite that overall record, they can be very explosive offensively with the likes of Ella and Chloe Van Branken. They can shoot the ball with Avery Agee and have some good size inside with Tess Barton. For Upperman, they're defensive specialist teams. A lot of times, 35-40 points is more than enough to get the win for the Lady Bees. Will that be enough here tonight against a DeKalb County team that can score the basketball? We will find out when we come back. Tonight's broadcast is presented by our friends at Nick's Restaurant. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and get to all the action. It's Upperman against DeKalb for the first time this season. Don't go anywhere.
Get your new year started in your new ride. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax and Silverado, Frontier Chevy is ready to get you into your next vehicle. View inventory online at www.kcchevy.com or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Frontier Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
When it comes to caring for your land, you need an all-around performer to make your life easier, one that's tried and true. That's a John Deere compact tractor from Tri-Green Equipment. User-friendly tractors that are big on performance and operator comfort.
The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for a same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student-athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential, multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland area since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145.
Hone and develop your skills on the court with professional basketball player development from Legacy Athletics. Call 931-303-3356 or follow them on Instagram at legacy_athletics or on Twitter at jwinningham25 for more information today. Legacy Athletics, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back as we're moments away from tip-off between the Upperman Lady Bees and the DeKalb County Lady Tigers. And it takes a little bit of time to get the starting lineups here in the gym taken care of because, of course, they have the Welcome to the Tiger Den sign that the Lady Tigers will burst through. But first, let's get to the starting lineups for both these teams. First up, the visitors, the Upperman Lady Bees under head coach Dana McWilliams with a record of 21 victories and 3 losses. They are 5-1 in District 7 AAA. The same starting lineup we've seen all season long. The Bellas, the Gracies, and Taylor. Number 4, Bella Mullins. Number 5, Bella Stiles. Number 11, Gracie Hamilton. Number 12, Taylor Delenti. And number 22, Gracie Butler. For the DeKalb County Lady Tigers under head coach Brandy Alley with a record of 18 victories, 14 losses, 0-7 in District 7 AAA. Number 3, Cam Brannon. Number 4, Chloe Van Branken. Number 11, Ella Van Branken. Number 22, Avery Agee. And number 32, Tess Barton. Starters once again for the Lady Bees, Mullins, Stiles, Hamilton, Delenti, and Butler. For the Lady Tigers, Brannon, Van Branken, Agee, and Barton. This is one of 5 doubleheaders happening live across the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network tonight. Over on the main page, it's a delayed start. They're not just missing the game. Stone Memorial got delayed a little bit getting to Overton County tonight, but it will be Stone Memorial against Livingston Academy in Hogeye Country. Roger Ely and Chase Hoke on the call there. Over on UCR 3, Casey and Rusty have the call for round 2 between Pickett County and Clark Range from Byrdstown. Over on UCR 4, Jacob is in Jamestown tonight as Jackson County takes on York. And over on UCR 5, it's Rafferty Cleary on the call as Cookville takes on Lebanon for the second time in as many nights. Upperman a bit more rested in this game. They're on more of the normal Tuesday-Friday schedule this week as they played on Tuesday, went to Livingston and got a win. Here on Friday, they come to DeKalb County looking to do the same thing. But the Lady Tigers looking to get a big district win. Here's a look at the standings as we sit today. In first place are the White County Warriorettes. They're rolling right now. They are 6-1 in the district. Upperman right there with them, tied up in the loss column, but they are 5-1. Upperman's played one less game in the district. They'll have a back-to-back with one day in between on Thursday and Saturday next week against Cumberland County. Speaking of, Cumberland County currently slides into that 3 spot at 4-2. They face White County tonight. A big game there. We'll keep you updated on it. Goose is there tonight for UCR. In fourth right now in the district standings is Livingston Academy at 3-4. Stone Memorial, when you look at their schedule, still has an opportunity to make some noise starting tonight when they face Livingston. They're in the 5 spot at 2-5. And DeKalb County is just looking to build some momentum into the postseason in that 6 spot at 0-7. Upperman, the road team, in the black jerseys, black shorts, white numbers and letters on the front and the back, outlined in gold trim. DeKalb County in the home, white jerseys, white shorts, pink numbers and letters, outlined in black trim. I'm Noah McKay. Madison McKay's producing things for us. She's on the scoreboard camera and all the rest this evening. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Friday night on UCR2 and on the YouTube channel. 4 quarters to decide a winner in the best girls basketball district in this state. Van Branken against Butler in the circle. Lead official throws the ball up. Let's get it on in Smithville. Tip going to be controlled by the Lady Bees with Gracie Hamilton as she sends it left side to Bella Mullins. Mullins back to Hamilton at the top of the key. She sends it right side, Taylor Delenti. Delenti pivots a couple of times, bounces it. It was tipped, but it comes to Mullins. Mullins finds Hamilton. Hamilton double team. She sends it over to Butler. Gracie Butler with it. Butler slicing through the defender. Lost handle. That's a turnover. Now a fight for it on the floor. That's a tie-up, and the jump ball possession belongs to DeKalb County. Really a tale of 2 halves for DeKalb County at times in district play. They were right there in it with Cumberland County the game before last. They were in it yesterday with Livingston, just haven't been able to finish as there's going to be a turnover on an errant pass. Gracie Butler has it. She goes off to Taylor Delenti. Delenti works it left side for Bella Mullins. One dribble for Mullins, now picks up, fires it into the top elbow for Gracie Hamilton. Hamilton picks up her dribble, finds Mullins. She thinks about the 3, instead fires a pass that was tipped. Stiles corrals. Now Hamilton with it. Hamilton to Butler. Butler looks over to Taylor Delenti, now delivers the pass. Chloe Van Branken steps to her as they swing it back left side to Mullins. She'll trigger the 3. No. Rebound down. Agee fighting with Butler, and Avery Agee comes away with a rebound. An opportunity for DeKalb County. On the other hand, Upperman's had a slow start bug really all of district play. They've gotten away with it most times. Went down 11-2 quickly against Livingston on Tuesday before roaring back and relying on their defense to deliver them that big district victory over their arch rival. Backing down the defender here, Mullins, that's Van Branken, puts it up and off the glass, and Ella Van Branken, one of the best pure scorers in this area, gets the scoring started at 2-0. Mullen sends off right side to Gracie Butler as we gear up here. DeKalb trying to force some turnovers. Mullins alone at the top of the circle. Now dribbles left side to Gracie Hamilton. Hamilton slicing through, now kicks to Butler. Delenti pops free. She triggers the three. They're looking for her to get rolling as that one's no good. And a nice rebound for Tess Barton. And a good start for DeKalb as they lead 2-0. 6:10 to go in the opening quarter. Chloe Van Branken now off the dribble. She sends back left side to Brandon. Back out to Avery Agee. Agee can really shoot the basketball. There's a few great shooters on this floor tonight. It's a doubleheader. The boys game coming up next. The Bees are rolling. DeKalb trying to answer that and stifle their momentum as they're trying to march towards a district title in the regular season. Ella Van Branken fires it left side. Brandon too much on that one, looking inside for Barton, and it went right to Taylor Delenti. Delenti to Gracie Hamilton. Hamilton flip pass into the right corner for Bella Stiles. The Campbellsville signee picks up her dribble. Back to Hamilton right side. So far, DeKalb County playing really nice defensively. Delenti over to Hamilton. She lines up the three, and that one no good as well. Slow start offensively for Upperman has left the door open for DeKalb County to extend their early lead. Ella Van Branken with it. That center court logo, you got the tiger in the center and then the outline of DeKalb County around it. From the logo has a little bit less meaning here in Smithville than in other gyms, but that won't stop this broadcaster from saying it way too many times tonight. Ella Van Branken has it now outside. She goes to work left side, picks up her dribble back to Brandon. South and Harold to the table for Upperman. And it's driving in here is Barton on style. She's slowed up, kicks back. Thinking about the three was Brandon. Now puts the dribble down and kicks back to Chloe Van Branken. Van Branken goes around the world. It's swiped away from her by Delenti. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Delenti slowed up defensively. That's a nice job getting back by Ella Van Branken. Left side Gracie Butler over to Mullins. Mullins thought about lining up the triple. Instead resets. If you're new to Upperman, this is how it looks most nights. Low scoring as this one's poked out of play and will stay with the Lady Bees. Here comes Harrell and South. In for Hamilton and Stiles for Upperman. 21 wins, 3 losses. Their losses all to very good teams. But it's going to be a low-scoring game most nights as Butler was looking for Harrell, and instead popping off the screen was South. Sadie South resets out to Mullins. Now Delenti over to Butler. Gracie Butler lines up the three. That one is no good. Rebound down to Chloe Van Branken. The slow start continues on the road, but so far DeKalb hasn't been able to stretch. Coverage of tonight's game is presented by our friends at Nick's Restaurant. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Nick's Restaurant, an awesome place, fellas. Tomorrow night, take your lady out on a great date night. Maybe you need a banquet facility. They can do that as well. Get yourself a nice steak, a prime rib maybe, an ice cream pie to round it off. And we appreciate Nick's Restaurant. Left side Agee, she triggers that three. She's got that wicked fast release, and she buries the Dominoes three. Avery Agee splashes it home, and it's 5-0 quickly here to DeKalb County. The slow start for Upperman has left the door wide open. Over to Harrell, wide open. Harrell puts it up and in for 2. Ella Harrell has been a revelation for the Lady Bees over the past few games. She has come in and changed the complexion inside for Upperman. They needed a big presence in there. She's provided it. As they send over left side for Agee. DeKalb looking to answer the score. Turnaround jumper for Van Branken. No, that was Ella on the attempt. And Harrell comes away with a board. Here's Bella Mullins into the half court with a ton of speed. Mullins slows up, now sends over to Delenti. Delenti has that one poked from her, and that's a foul. Chloe Van Branken picks up the personal. First foul of the game comes nearly 5 minutes in. No argument from anybody in the building about that. Let them play. Love it. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for tonight. 2 UCR covered teams going at it. That's always fun. Butler inbounds it to Mullins as the Lady Bees try to set up in the half court. Ella Van Branken with those long arms disrupting the play just a bit. Looking inside, Butler finds Harrell. Little hesitation off the glass, no. Rebounded by Tess Barton. Lady Bees got to the spot they wanted. Barton did a nice job to stay with the play, however. And here comes DeKalb. Agee again. She can shoot it, but that one no good. Harrell with another rebound. Sends it over to Butler. Gracie Butler with a head of steam in the half court. Over to Sadie South. South couple of dribbles. Now Mullins with it. The space opens up for Mullins. She throws up the little runner. No. And that's going to be an over the back on Ella Harrell. First team foul going against the Lady Bees in the game. Comes with 2:29 to go in the opening quarter. We'll see Allie Melton check in for the first time here for DeKalb County.
Allie Melton coming in for the Lady Tigers.
Agee going to inbound here As the Lady Bees show this full court pressure. Diamond press, a little look to it. This has given DeKalb some trouble this year, but they break it nicely this time. Chloe Van Vranken slowed up by Delenti. Now reverses back to Ella. Ella slicing through the lane. Van Vranken runs into a brick wall, and the foul is called. This one going to go on Harrell, and that's the second on Ella Harrell, so we'll see if that prompts Bella Stiles back to the table. Second team foul, and this is a trip to the line here for Ella Van Vranken, as it's going to be Ava Mae Allen and Cora Bass to the line, or to the scorer's table. First one falls through for Van Vranken. Good start for the home team here, 6-2. Van Vranken could make it 7-2 if she buries this one. Flies it away. She got it. 2 for 2 for Ella Van Vranken. Another good start for DeKalb, another slow start for Upperman. More of the same that we've seen from these two teams here recently. That pass tipped. South able to come away with it. Sends it to Ava Mae Allen. Allen, right side Butler. Gracie Butler back to Allen in the corner. Allen bounces that one. It was tipped by Chloe Van Vranken, but Bass has it left side South. South lines up the three. Speaking of shooters, but that one's too strong. Rebound ricochets down, and it's going to be a tie-up and a jump. The arrow belongs to the road team. 1:49 to play in the opening quarter. It's 7-2. Delenti to inbound. Gets it into Butler on the right wing side. Gracie Butler, the player of the game against Livingston on Tuesday night, presented by Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing. Over to Delenti. She's going to line up the three, and it's good. Taylor Delenti splashes home to Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Back to a 2-point game. A welcome sight for the Lady B faithful. They're waiting on their sophomore sharpshooter to get it rolling again. See if that one jump starts her. Chloe Van Vranken gives over to Ella. Ella Van Vranken now flips it back left side to Avery Agee. Upperman settles into their patented 2-3 zone look. They can match up out of it and do a lot of different things. Left side, dribbling around the world over Melton. She's going to trigger the three. Got it. A Domino's three for Allie Melton off the bench. Splashes that one home. Now Cora Bass has it. Bass over to South. Now back to Bass. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. A good one here for DeKalb County. Butler drives inside, and there's a foul on Barton. First personal on Tess Barton, and it'll send Gracie Butler to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. And pardon me, they called the foul on Van Vranken. Her first, Ella Van Vranken, that is. First one for Gracie Butler, rims around no good. Hamilton, Stiles, and Mullins all checking in here for the Lady Bees. Allen, Bass, and South checking out. So starters back on the floor here for Upperman. Melton, the only reserve on the floor now for either team. Second one calmly deposited by Gracie Butler. It's 10-6 with 46 seconds to go in the first. Full court press again for the Lady Bees as Barton has it. Barton gets it ahead to Ella Van Vranken. Van Vranken with a ton of speed in the half court. It's blocked out of her hands by Gracie Butler. Just kind of swiped it away. It'll stay on this end with DeKalb. Cumberland County leads White County 18-11 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Goose is there tonight for UCR. Agee bounces it in. Barton has it. Barton working on Stiles. Drives in, loses her footing, goes down to a knee, and it's swiped out, and it went right to Agee, who triggers the three. No, too strong. Delenti with the rebound. Here comes Upperman with tempo. Mullins into the half court with 22 seconds. She'll slow it down. Delenti now. Over to Mullins. Hamilton with it. Hamilton, Delenti. A deep three. That one no good, missed wide left. Rebound down. A chance for DeKalb to build even more momentum into the second quarter. Ella Van Vranken. She's taking it the whole way, and stepping in is Delenti to tie it up for the jump. The arrow belongs to Upperman with 5.5 seconds to go. Ava Mae Allen to the table for the Lady Bees. Brannon to the table for DeKalb. And it's going to be DeKalb County basketball instead. My apologies. The arrow was behind when it had flipped. So it's going to be DeKalb basketball with 5.5 to go. Melton gets the inbounds pass. 4 seconds. She sends it over right side. Chloe Van Branken. 1 second. Not going to get a shot off here. That one did not get off in time. And it brings us to the end of the first quarter. A good one for DeKalb County. After one, they lead Upperman 10-6. You're watching high school basketball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back as we enter the second quarter of play. DeKalb County leads Upperman 10-6. 4 points for Ella Van Branken, 3 apiece for Allie Melton and Avery Agee. Pacing the way for the Lady Tigers, Delenti with 3, Harrell with 2, and Butler with 1 for Upperman. Happy to have you along with us here over on UCR 2. Pickett County leads Clark Range 25-16 after 1. White County leads Cumberland County leads Sparta over, with coverage coming to the website there in Crossville tonight as Gracie Hamilton lines up the 3. That one too deep. No. Stiles gets the offensive rebound over to Delenti. Upperman struggling from the field here early on in this one. Delenti over to Mullins. Mullins right side, Hamilton. Hamilton to Delenti. Delenti surveys the floor. It's an interesting zone look, a 1-3-1 being deployed here by Coach Alley. Inside it goes to Stiles, and she is fouled on the way up. This one goes on to DeKalb County. It'll be a trip to shoot 2 for Bella Stiles at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. This one goes on Ella Van Branken. It's her second, so a big call there as she has 2. Ella Harrell has 2 for Upperman. Just flying it away is Stiles, and she rattles it home. First point tonight for Bella Stiles. Misses the second. Offensive rebound, though, for Taylor Delenti, extends the possession. Now Bella Mullins gives over to Hamilton. Back to Mullins. Delenti lines up the triple for the lead. No. Rebound down. Melton goes up to get it, and DeKalb will try to slow it back down. Ella Van Branken across the timeline here. Upperman deploying a man-to-man defense. They've been in the zone, now back to man. Right side for Melton. She hit a 3 in the first quarter. Sends it back over to Agee. Now Ella Van Branken with it. Ella taking time away. Now over to Chloe. Chloe Van Branken is. We're going to get a new sub into the game here for Upperman. A new player checking in for important minutes as this one's out of play. Was it tipped? It was, so it stays with DeKalb. Nash going to get into the game here for the Lady Bees. 6:37 to go. Just a player they really like. She's got a bright future. Earning some big minutes here in a district matchup. And Gracie Butler had left the floor and potentially in a little bit of pain as the shot's thrown up. That one no good. There's a rebound for Nash. And now she sends it over to Mullins. Bella Mullins with speed. So if Butler misses any sort of time in this game, Nash can be a player who gets a lot more minutes. Right side over. Mullins over to Nash, right wing. Pass goes to Hamilton. Hamilton sends it back over to Mullins. Mullins. Sierra Nash on the floor here for Upperman. As Hamilton lost her dribble, this may be timeout time for Upperman, and that's going to be a timeout called by Dana McWilliams just ahead of the 5-second violation. And Gracie Butler went back to the table, so she's about to check back in. 5:57 to go in the second quarter. Low-scoring game, surprise, surprise. It's 10-7 in favor of DeKalb County. Over on UCR 4 right now, Jackson County leads York 7-5 in the first quarter. Livingston and Stone have begun over on the main page. We've got all the games going live and in color right now. We'll check on UCR 5. I say that. Let's hope we're all live and in color. They are live there as well. Stick around during the Happy Killer halftime show. We'll be joined by Upperman head coach Bobby McWilliams. As Sadie South has it, she reverses floor over to Bella Mullins. Mullins to Delenti. Delenti picks up her dribble back to South. South picks up her dribble. Delenti now. Delenti over to South left wing side. DeKalb pressuring these shooters. Back out Delenti. 10-7 our score. Back to Mullins. 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Time ticking down here. Now inside, Delenti back out to South. Over to Nash. She's going to trigger the three. That one no good. A rebound down. Grabbed by Barton. Swiped back away by Delenti. Right to Gracie Butler, who put it in for two. Now quickly ahead, here's DeKalb trying to strike. Van Branken drives through, and Chloe Van Branken will get the call. This one will go on Gracie Butler, her first, team's first. And Butler will go, or pardon me, Van Branken will go to the free throw line to shoot two and try to regain a 3-point lead. First one falls through for Chloe Van Branken. Very good player, her and Ella. So skilled. Play that similar game with those long arms and the wingspans that they use to their advantage. 2 for 2 for Chloe Van Branken. And it's back to a 12-9 game in favor of the home team. Mullins gets over to Delenti. Delenti finds Nash. Nash picks up her dribble. Able to find Butler in the corner. Butler, reverse pass to Mullins. Now over to Delenti. Delenti picked up by Agee. There goes Butler inside, blocked. Tess Barton with the swat. Possession back to DeKalb with 4:40 to go in the second quarter. Ella Van Branken has it. She slows up. DeKalb County trying to pull off a big upset tonight and win their first district game of the season here over the 21-win Lady Bees. Long way to go, though, as Ella Van Branken has it. Van Branken reverses floor over to Agee. Agee back to Brannon. Harrell and Bass to the table here for the Lady Bees. They'll check it at the next stoppage. There is a dangerous pass. Agee caught it with one hand, OBJ style. Now a fight for it on the floor. DeKalb wins it. Van Branken, a timeout called by Brandy Alley. 32nd timeout as that possession wasn't exactly the smoothest we've ever seen. So with 4:11 to go in the second, timeout called on the floor.
Lady Tigers calling for the second timeout.
We've got action tomorrow night as Pickett County travels to Oneida. That's live on the main UCR Facebook page tomorrow evening. Stone Memorial with an early lead over Livingston over on the main page. It's 7-2 rather. York now leads Jackson County 10-7. Lebanon leads Cookeville 13-11. That's on UCR 5. All of these have been shared to the main page, so you can do what I'm doing, which is just scroll down the page and see what's happening in all these contests. They're in the second quarter over there on UCR 5. We're in the second quarter here with 4:11 to go. It's a 12-9 DeKalb County lead. Van Branken sends over to Agee. Agee puts the dribble down. Now she bounces it over. Chloe Van Branken. Chloe. Using that right-handed dribble, flips back to Ella. Thought about the deep three. Bass steps up to her. Now left side for Agee. Agee back to Van Branken. 3:50 to go. Van Branken gets a screen, starts to drive, kicks back to Agee. She triggers the deep three. That one no good. Rebound. Can they save it? Yes, for a moment, but then it falls out of play. And then it'll go back now to Upperman. 3:38 to go in the second quarter. It's 12-9. Mitch is watching, cheering on the Lady Bees. Brenda is as well. Thanks to Austin for the score update from the Sparta-Cumberland County game. Donnie's tuning in. Sarah, Heather, Ruth, Evelyn, and Linda keep them firing away. DeKalb County fans need to make some noise in the comment section as South has it. Little give and go for Delenti. Delenti, back door over to Harrell. Shot fake, puts it up, and there's the call. Ella Harrell going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. See who this one is on. So it's going on Brannon.
Fouls on Brandon. Her first.
That's her first. On Brannon. Ella Harrell takes a deep breath, flies it away, and no good. Air of the game, she'll be looking to grow just a little bit. For first year, she's getting extended minutes here at the varsity level. A young player. She's going to get better and better as years come on. You see the talent. Second one, looking to bank it in, and it spins around, no good. Rebound down to DeKalb. Left side, Agee. Agee drives the lane. Agee gets into the low block. Now across to Barton. Barton throws it up with the left hand. Good. Nice take for Tess Barton. And it's up to a 5-point lead again for DeKalb County. Upperman's offense has had nothing against this zone look of DeKalb County. Left side, Bash. She's going to trigger the three. That one no good, but on the weak side came in Gracie Butler for the steal, or for the rebound rather. That one was punched away by Chloe Van Branken. Bella Stiles checking back in. She's in for Harrell. 2:50 to go in the second quarter. It's 14-9 in favor of the home team, DeKalb County. Bass lost handle on it. Delenti comes out to possess. She spins off the defender, now picks up, finds Butler in the side of the defense. No good. Butler got her own rebound, though. Bass sends it over to Hamilton. Now Delenti wide open. Taylor Delenti, she got it. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Taylor Delenti, her second of the game, and it's a 2-point gap between these two district opponents. Now quickly ahead, here comes Chloe Van Branken. It was poked by Stiles, then ran right into Bass, a tie up in the jump with the arrow belonging to DeKalb. Chloe Van Branken had a ton of speed as she drove in and caught all of Cora Bass. Agee bounces it in, now back to her. Trying to set up that corner three, but just wasn't clean enough for Agee to trigger it. Now she picks up her dribble. Bass tries to swipe it. Raining now left side. Agee trying to post up inside Barton, and she's going to be fouled on the floor. That shot will not count. It goes against Bella Stiles. That's her first, team second, with 2:07 to go in the second quarter. Agee going to inbound here, checking back in for Upperman, their point guard, Bella Mullins. 2 team fouls apiece so far here in the second quarter as Agee inbounds, looking, fires it over the top. Chloe Van Branken goes up to grab. Back to Ella. Van Branken off the dribble against Mullins. Behind the back, lost it, got it back. Now drives and kicks over to Agee. She lines up that corner pocket three, no good. Rebound will go out of play, and Upperman possesses with 1:50 to go in the second quarter. DeKalb's led wire to wire so far, but unable to stretch it past a 5-point lead as both the defenses are controlling the game, and a lot of open shots aren't going for either team. Mullins sends it inside Butler, kicks out Delenti. Little tic-tac-toe passing. Delenti forced back out. Now bounces it over right side Butler. She accelerates into the teeth of the defense. Finger roll, no good, but she is fouled. Gracie Butler to the Sonia Brown, the American Way Real Estate free throw line where she will shoot 2. See who this one goes against. Looks like it's going to go on Barton. That is her first. Third team foul against DeKalb as Butler's first free throw is good. It's District 7 AAA. You never know what's going to happen on any given night. Right now, DeKalb doing what they've done really all year in these district games. They just haven't been able to finish. And that's beginning at halftime, even led several times at halftime. Second one no good for Butler. Lady B shooting just 50% from the charity stripe so far. Could be a tick below it as that one tipped up into the air by Gracie Butler. She steals it away. 1:23 to go. Upperman looking for its first lead. Butler over to Delenti. Delenti works it around left side. There's Bella Mullins now. Mullins goes into Butler. Butler drives in towards Barton. Now Mullins has it. Inside, Stiles wanted in. It's a tightrope pass. Sitting there by Bella Mullins. And Stiles finishes, and Upperman leads for the first time at 15-14 with a minute to go in the frame. Here's the full court pressure being ratcheted up, and a timeout called by Brandy Alley. As she knows these are pivotal moments in the game. This is where DeKalb County's got to stay in it. They had that lead, surrendered it on a little run here to Upperman. They don't want to go into halftime without any momentum against this Lady B team. 56.7 seconds to go. It's 15-14. Let's take a look around as we scroll down the UCR. Go over to the main page where Pickett County leads Clark Range 35-28. A little bit of a different style of game happening there. That's on UCR 3. Stone Memorial leads Livingston 14-8. That's over on the main page. York leads Jackson County 24-10. They're on a big run. Cumberland County leads Sparta 26-22 late in the second. And Lebanon leads Cookville 17-16. So there's a look around the area. Games being covered by UCR. Meanwhile, here it's 15-14 in favor of Upperman with 56.7 seconds to go in the quarter. Here before halftime. Now driving up is Agee. Agee picks up her dribble, now bounces back. Left side over Chloe Van Branken. Chloe Van Branken has it, now Ella comes out to get it. Agee with it. Agee picks up her dribble, now bounces it. Little inside out. 3-ball on the way. That one is no good. Rebounded by Delenti. 22 seconds to go. Bella Mullins pushing the tempo. I imagine she's going to hold for the final look here. Right side Hamilton bounces back to Mullins. Now Delenti. It was nearly stolen. Over to Butler. 13 seconds. Pass was tipped. It found Delenti. Now Mullins works it around the defense to Delenti. 5 seconds. Delenti picks up her dribble, throws up the shot, no good. Rebound down, and a foul is called. Or will they just wave it off? We'll wait and see. Going to call the foul, or are we going to wave it off? They are going to call a foul. It goes on number 4. That's Bella Mullins. He held up a 4, I thought, but maybe they'll say 5, so they'll say Stiles. So they're going to put 1 second on the clock. They called on Stiles, her second. My apologies, I saw 4. It was 5. So 1 second left, and they could have a heave for DeKalb County. And some of the court have been taken over. AG just inbounds it, and that will do it. It brings us to the end of the first half. After 2, it's Upperman 15, DeKalb County 14. We'll be joined by Bobby McWilliams when we come back. You're watching high school basketball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Go.
I see Rudolph! Light the runway! Santa's never gonna find us.
Oh, yes, he will.
Merry Christmas! Welcome back. It's time for the Happy Hiller halftime show. At the break, Upperman leads DeKalb County 15-14 in the first half of our doubleheader because we have a boys game coming up between the Tigers and the Bees. We're joined by Upperman head coach Bobby McWilliams. Coach, thank you as always for taking some time. On Tuesday, you guys go into Livingston and played. I've watched most of your games this season. I thought maybe your best half of basketball that I had seen in that second half. What's the week of practice been like since then, knowing that maybe that's a new level of basketball, at least on the outside that I've seen?
Well, these
these guys are, I said a week ago that we were continuing to improve and getting better. We're just starting to look more like ourselves. I mean, the kids we had that came in late are just now starting to kind of get their way around the floor a lot better and get their feel back. So that's really helped us. Got Jack back. He was, he got injured there and stayed hurt for a little over 2.5 weeks, and he's getting back to full tilt. Ty's has been a little banged up, and he's had an opportunity to recover some too. I guess thanks to the snow. But I just feel like we are, even our practices, like you mentioned, are starting to feel more like what I thought they would be like once we got everything put together. And hopefully we can just keep grinding and keep improving.
What's the importance now, because you have a luxury that nobody else has in this district of controlling your own destiny. You went out, you're the number 1 seed in the district tournament. I know it's a game-by-game basis, but how important has it been for you guys to start to stack these wins together in this district play?
This league is hard. It's as good as any league in the state, for sure, from top to bottom. It's competitive every night, night in, night out, and we're just fortunate to be where we're at. We've played some pretty good basketball. And had a little luck go our way too at times. But, this game tonight is no different. I mean, DeKalb has led most everybody in our league at some point or another in the second half of every game they've been in, with the exception maybe Livingston on, last night. But, it's definitely a tough league, and we're just fortunate to be where we're at. But, anytime you give yourself an opportunity to control what you can control, and that's, our wins, that's all you can ask for this late in the season. So this is a tough league to win, and, we've been in it a long time, but we're just fortunate to be where we're at, and hopefully we can play some good basketball here in the next week or so till we get in the tournaments, and then maybe it'll take another level.
A player who I think has kind of maybe found his stride again to me, Cam Bush. All of a sudden he's a sharpshooter here in the past few games, but he appears to be finding his sea legs a little bit out there. What is he providing for you guys right now?
Cam does a lot of things on the floor that people don't realize. He knows where people are supposed to be all the time. He plays multiple positions out there. He's going to be able to catch and finish. He's going to be able to make open threes. He understands about matchups, so he gets people in the right spots when he's on the floor. And, those are kind of intangibles that a lot of people don't see when they're just watching the game. And, he was no different when he first came back. At the end of December, he was, it wouldn't take just a few trips, and he ended up with rubber legs. And so he's getting much more comfortable. Getting into more basketball mode as well, as far as being able to dribble, pass, and catch, and that's important to us. He's really coming on, as well as, you could take a pick, on some of those guys, but it's been fun to watch them progress, and it's kind of been a relief because we had a couple of weeks of practices that were really a struggle. And now we've kind of turned the corner on that part. So hopefully we can continue to get better and stay locked in mentally.
You mentioned this DeKalb County team. A lot of familiar faces from years past, the Connor Closes of the world, the Antoniaks of the world. What's the challenge that they possess, knowing that, forget about the record, they're a dangerous basketball team?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are long, they're athletic, they've, Close and Antoniak and some of those kids, Hendricks, they've all had plenty of playing time. They've got a good mixture of veterans along with newcomers that are kind of hungry and playing hard. And it's just they've got a potential to be a really good team if they put it all together. And that worries you coming in. Playing at their place, it seems like they always play 10 or 15 points better at their place. So we expect it to be a hard-fought game, and just hopefully we can win another one on the road.
Well, he's Bobby McWilliams. The Bees take on the Tigers. Following the conclusion of this game, Coach, thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years.
Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Aspen Drive in Cookeville. Featuring a split bedroom floor plan, new carpet, beautiful yard, and deck, you'll fall in love with this home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is also home to the UCR Coaches Show on Tuesday nights. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Get your new year started in your new ride. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax and Silverado, Frontier Chevy is ready to get you into your next vehicle. View inventory online at www.kcchevy.com or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Frontier Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back again. Our thanks to Bobby McWilliams for joining us there during the Happy Hiller halftime show. One quick note, not streaming Sparta versus Cumberland County tonight. It's because it's being streamed by another outlet, and we've got 6 games around the Upper Cumberland are being streamed. That's well over half the games being played tonight around the UC. That's why we are where we are tonight, but we'll be back with Sparta starting next week. Turnover for DeKalb County as they get the ball back after the steal. 15-14, Upperman leads. It was DeKalb racing out to an early lead. They led 10-6, but then Upperman outscored the Lady Tigers 9-4 in the second quarter. Avery Agee sends over right side for Ella Van Vranken. Van Vranken sends back now. Now working around the world, driving inside. Brannon puts it off the glass, good for 2. Brannon, that's a good shot for her. And DeKalb trying to avoid what happened to them in Crossville last week when they were facing Cumberland County. 3 ball for Delenti, no. Butler hustles in again for that weak side rebound. Second time she's done that tonight. Butler sends it into Delenti. Delenti from the elbow finds Mullins. Back to Delenti, where they were held scoreless for most of that third quarter, if not all of it. Mullins triggers the 3. That one no good. Rebound fought for. Butler has it. Second offensive board of the possession for Upperman. We're a minute into the third quarter. Delenti now from the corner. Delenti floats back out. Now Mullins sends it into Butler. Butler, right side Delenti. We'll get it. It's the third quarter, obviously, not halftime. No problem. Mullins has it now. Mullins into Butler. Kicks out Delenti. Tic-tac-toe for 3. No. Another offensive rebound. The third of the possession. Butler lines up the 3. No. Fight for that rebound and a foul. This one's going to go on Delenti. And a little frustration at the end for the Lady Bees as they had a bunch of looks, had 3 offensive rebounds, and came away empty-handed. And Taylor Delenti called for her first personal foul at the end of it. Been an ugly basketball game, which is exactly what DeKalb County wanted. Make it a little bit ugly, be in it at the end, give yourselves a chance to win. Ella Van Branken has it. She bounces it to Avery Agee. Agee sends it over to Chloe Van Branken. It was poked, but she got it back. Now Ella with it. Ella from the right wing side. She takes a couple of dribbles, bounces it back against this zone look for Upperman. Ella waits as the defense collapses. Tic-tac-toe passing over to Avery Agee. It was tipped by Delenti. Now back out to Van Branken. Van Branken looking for somewhere to go. Now sends it to Chloe Van Branken. Chloe sends it out left side. Brandon now back out. Van Branken, she drives in, throws up the shot, no, and a late whistle in the call. This one goes on Upperman, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Bella Stiles called for her 3rd personal foul. And a trip to the line for Ella Van Branken to shoot 2. It's a little bit of a break for DeKalb. That shot had no chance of going through, but the contact got the call, and the first free throw is no good. Stiles out, south in here for the Lady Bees. Second free throw falls through, nothing but net for Van Branken. Ella Van Branken has 5 points tonight, and it's back to a 2-point DeKalb lead. They led by as many as 5 as South in the corner sends out to Delenti. Delenti, 1 dribble, mid-range pull-up, wide open, nothing doing again. Butler muscles the rebound, puts it up and in. Gracie Butler just says forget it, and muscles it up after the offensive board. Nice job to break the press for a moment for DeKalb. Reverse feed over to Agee. Now finds Ella Van Branken near the timeline. Brandon bounces it into Chloe Van Branken. She goes up, and that one is swatted, but it went right to Barton. No good. Butler went up for the block, and now we've got a whistle and a jump. The arrow belongs to DeKalb. Gracie Butler went up for that one and swatted it down. 5:13 to go in the third quarter. It's 17 all. And a low-scoring 7 AAA battle. Every game in the district is close right now. Surprise, surprise. Agee's open. Off the inbounds feed. In and out, no good. Would have been a big shot. Delenti is tripped up on the way down. That's unfortunate for Brandon because she was just lost her footing and got called for a personal, and she's looking confused because of it. That's the first team foul against DeKalb. A little surprised they called it. A lot of times they'll let it go, but we play on regardless. Mullins has it. Mullins works it over left side. Works it over right now. Hamilton kicks out to Butler. Gracie Butler lines up the 3. Tried to bank it. No. Delenti went over the back. And that's the second personal on Delenti. 3rd team foul against Upperman. Still tied up at 17. Upperman cannot buy a bucket right now. Now here against the press, it goes ahead to Barton. Now left side, back to Ella Van Branken. Ava Allen's at the table here for Upperman. We've got ourselves a full quarter fight. Left side, that one in, looking into the free throw line, was intercepted by Hamilton. Hamilton weaves her way to the half court, now stops. The mask got ripped off her face, and it'll be a jump. It's back on. Not sure if it actually came off or not. Looked like it did to my angle, but somehow it's back on, so maybe I'm just seeing things. The arrow belongs to Upperman as Allen does check in for Hamilton. Butler sprints over to the table. Did she get there in time? She did, says the official. And she's going to check in for Bella Mullins. 4:24 to go in the third quarter. We are still tied up at 17. Ava Allen sends it in to Butler. Mid-range jumper blocked. Tess Barton goes up to block it. These teams are trading blocks on either side. Bounces left side now for Ella Van Branken. Subs for each team. Melton there, Mullins there. Agee with it. Agee sends over to Ella Van Branken. Van Branken now to Chloe. Chloe works it around. Ava Mae Allen there defensively. Now Barton has it. Barton. Ava Mae Allen's getting her money's worth in there. Now Ella Van Branken with it. She sends it ahead to Barton. Barton swiped away by Ava Allen. Now numbers if they hurry for Upperman. Delenti's cut off there by Ella Van Branken. Nicely done. Delenti spins it back left side. Ava Allen's wide open. Triggers the three. No good. A rebound down to Agee. Butler nearly stole it, but it went to Van Branken. Points are at a premium and then some in this ball game. 17-17. A little bit different than the game we had last night between Cookeville and Lebanon. As now Van Branken gets it over to her sister Chloe. Chloe now finds Agee. Upperman ratcheting up the pressure, and there's a foul. Yeah, see who it's against. If it's on Delenti, it's her third. This is a big call. And it's on Ava Mae Allen, which is a break for Upperman because it's Allen's first personal, but it's the fourth team foul against the Lady Bees. Lebanon leads Cookeville 24-18 over on UCR 5 rather, and it is a low-scoring game there, 24-18. Second game in as many nights between those two squads. Agee inbounds here. Every basket feels like it's a monumental one in a game like this, especially a three. Melton can shoot it, and she's open on that left wing side if they get it to her. There it goes. She sends that one. Did Chloe Van Branken keep it in? She sure did. Reverses floor back to the top of the key for Agee. Agee to Van Branken from downtown. Got it. Ella Van Branken rattles home the Dominoes three and claps her hands together as now Ava Mae Allen had it poked from her, goes back to get it. Allen works through the defense, now picks up again. Allen prompts a timeout to be called by McWilliams as the defense for DeKalb ratcheted up. The Lady Tigers trying to do what they haven't been able to do in 7 AAA play, which is finish one of these games. They've been in nearly all of them. They just haven't been able to finish. And with 2:39 to go in the third quarter, it's 20-17. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
When it comes to caring for your land, you need an all-around performer to make your life easier. One that's tried and true. That's a John Deere compact tractor from Tri-Green Equipment. User-friendly tractors that are big on performance and operator comfort.
DeKalb County trying to pull off a huge win, what would be their biggest win of the season at 8-14, 0-7 in the district. Taking on Upperman, who's 21-3, 5-1 in the district. DeKalb County leads 20-17 in a game where points are at a premium. And there's still time for both these teams to put a run together. See if one starts firing as it goes into South. South from the corner picks up her dribble. Now bounces out to Delenti. Little half-court trap look here for DeKalb. Delenti gives over to Mullins. Mullins puts the dribble down, works it around, now inside out over to Delenti. Pardon me, that's South. She triggers the three, no, rebound fought for, and Ella Van Branken wins that fight. A chance for DeKalb to get it back to 5 or 6. They've led by as many as 5. Gracie Butler back to the table for Upperman. Melton with it. Crowd in attendance senses a big possession. Melton working on Hamilton. Lost handle, gets it back. Now Chloe Van Branken. Back to Ella. She hit a huge three on the last possession for DeKalb as we go under 2 to play in the third. Left side, Avery Agee. Agee surveys the floor, now back left side. Van Branken throws up the runner with the right hand. No, rebound tip, down, fought for. They're still on the floor fighting for it. Van Branken, Mullins, and South all there. It's a tie-up, and the arrow belongs to DeKalb. And Upperman struggling to get some rebounds. That sends Ella Harrell to the table. And a timeout called by Brandy Alley with 1:48 to go in the third. Trying to draw up something here to get a good play. 30-second timeout, so we'll stay through it. Good crowd here on UCR too. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Over on 3 tonight, Pickett leads Clark Range 55-43. Over on the main page, Livingston leads Stone 30-24. That's at the break there. They got started a little bit late tonight. York leads Jackson County 31-18. And Cookeville trails Lebanon now 25-23, but the Lady Cavs are on a bit of a run over on UCR 5. Bunch of games going on tonight. 5 doubleheaders for you. We're also keeping you updated on Cumberland County, White County. Cumberland County leads 32-29 with 2:05 to go in the third quarter. I mean, inbounds play coming here for DeKalb County with 1:48 to go in the third quarter here. DeKalb trying to get a huge win. They've threatened everybody outside of Sparta. They are not a good matchup for those high-flying Warriorettes inside, and Sparta took care of business. Everybody else has been fairly close. Upperman beat DeKalb earlier on in the season, but it was a respectable showing for the Lady Tigers in Baxter. We're wiping up some sweat over on the far end of the floor. Not sure if it's sweat or something spilt, but that's the stoppage now. It's just off your screen in front of the Upperman bench. And they got a couple of towels out there trying to dry something up. I wonder if a Gatorade bottle fell or something like that. Looks like we're good to go. We got a mop out now. Never mind. We're going to make sure it's dry. Don't want a slippery spot out there. I just gave a shout out to whoever provided the floor mop. Inbounds goes to Chloe Van Branken. Van Branken with it. She sends over to Ella Van Branken. 1:44 to go here in this ball game, or in this third quarter of this ball game. Barton with it. Barton pivots a couple of times. Now puts the dribble down. Harrell waits. Now steps up to her. Barton kicks out to Melton. Melton back to Van Branken. This is Ella off the dribble. Puts it behind the back on Mullins. Drives it swept away by Taylor Delenti. Delenti now pushing the tempo for Upperman. Slowed down. The transition defense for DeKalb has been very good tonight. Harrell inside has it. Muscles it up and she traveled. Possession back the other way to DeKalb County. As those feet started to speed up just a little bit. Possession back to DeKalb. 1:17 to go in the third. Full court pressure here for the Lady Bees. Van Branken with a ton of speed ahead. It's swiped away from her by Mullins and it went right to Hamilton. Now Hamilton the other way. Picks up her dribble. Now nobody's coming to her. She gets it to Delenti. Delenti over to Butler. She's going to line up the corner three. In and out, no good. A rebound down to Melton. Strong board for Allie Melton there. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. DeKalb County still out in front by 3. They've led by as many as 5. Upperman's largest lead was 1 as Van Branken drives in, throws up the shot, and gets the call. This one's going to go on Ella Harrell, and it'll be her 3rd personal foul. And a trip to the line to shoot 2 for Ella Van Branken. That sends Bella Stiles back to the table for Upperman. Big chance for Van Branken to stretch it to 2 possessions, which in a game like this feels like 8 possessions. First free throw, nothing but net for Van Branken. She's got 8 points tonight. That leads all scorers. Ella Van Branken, 2 for 2. Calmly deposits both of them. It's back to a 5-point game, tying their largest lead of the night for DeKalb. Mullins with it now. She's looking at a little half-court double team. Runs past Agee, who went down a little bit too easily. Butler sends it into Hamilton. Hamilton from the baseline looking for Stiles. Went off her knee, and it's another turnover. Possession back. Agee counted the steal away and went right off the knee. And now DeKalb with a chance to build all sorts of momentum into the final frame. Van Branken hands off to Chloe. Chloe now left side Agee. Agee lost handle on it, and it'll roll out of play. It goes back the other way to Upperman. Agee wanted a foul call, but mentioned on the last one she went down just a little bit easy. And I think that's a residual effect as Nash is going to check in. Again, she's in for Hamilton here with 8.6 seconds to go in the third. 5-point game. Mullins revs up the engines. 5 seconds left for Bella Mullins. Gives back to Butler. She's going to pull the trigger. No good, too strong. Rebound down. And that brings us to the end of a good third quarter for DeKalb County. They're feeling it, trying to finish off one of these games and pull the upset. After 3, it's DeKalb County 22, Upperman 17. Coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for a same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, Delicious Pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to DeKalb County, trying to close out a big one on their home floor, but it's still up in the air. 22-17 the score. Lady Tigers lead. 8 minutes to go in this one. We're presented by Nick's Restaurant. Stick around postgame for the South Willow Auto Clinic postgame show. We'll talk about the game, look at the district standings, go through the scoring, and, of course, get to the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. Cora Bass sends over to Mullen. She triggers the 3. Upperman cannot buy a triple in this game. Outside of Taylor Delenti, who's made 2. No good. Rebound down the other way. A chance for DeKalb. Avery Agee with it. See how fast DeKalb elects to go here if they try to kill some clock. Agee with it. Butler steps in there. Agee able to muscle it over to Barton. Now Butler tries to tie it up. She did. They call it simultaneous possession. The DeKalb fans think she got it away. I think they have an argument. The arrow belongs to DeKalb. It hadn't flipped, so it's going to be DeKalb County basketball here. Celeste Reed and Ava Jones both have 4 fouls for White County as Cumberland County leads 34-32 at the start of the 4th quarter there. So CC and DeKalb trying to flip this district on its head. And that's going to be a foul on Delenti. Big one, her 3rd personal, as she went for the steal on Chloe Van Branken on that pass attempt. Don't forget, we got a boys game coming up next between the Tigers and the Bees as Agee looking to inbound. I think we'll have a little bit more scoring in that one. Agee has it. DeKalb looks in no hurry right now. Trying to get a good shot, not a quick shot. Chloe and Ella go back and forth. Ella has it now. She slices through the defense, kicks over to Agee. She triggers the 3. No good. This place would have come unglued. Delenti with the rebound. It goes to Bass. Bass with it. Looking in the teeth of the defense. Butler to Delenti. She triggers the 3. No good. A rebound down to Ella Van Branken. I bet Upperman may be shooting sub 20% in this basketball game, and that's probably generous as Agee gives over to Van Branken. Now Ella Van Branken with it. Upperman not going to be content to just let him hold. They're trying to force some turnovers. Ella picks up her dribble, and that's a travel. Possession back the other way with 6:44 to go. The next shot to go. If it's a DeKalb shot and they finally break through this 5-point barrier, it's gigantic. If Upperman hits one and gets it back to a possession, it's also gigantic. This is the pivotal point of this basketball game tonight. Bella Mullins with it. She's going to work it in, and that'll be a foul called on the bump on Chloe Van Branken. Just her 2nd, team's 1st. Brandon Van Branken, both Van Brankens have 2 fouls each for DeKalb. Upperman has Stiles, Delenti, and Harrell, who each have 3, as that one is tipped, now erased. Van Branken was out of play, so it'll go to Upperman. The students are in it. They're over here. They made their way in, and they're making noise. They want to finish one. That's the thing that's eluded DeKalb. They've been in all these games except the Sparta ones. They're trying to finish it. Right side, Delenti. Delenti finds Mullins. Now Hamilton. Hamilton off a screen to Mullins. Mullins fires into Butler. And now it lost it. Went over to Stiles. Good and one. Stiles finishes, and we'll go to the Sonia Brown of the American Way Real Estate free throw line. Brandon went down after a little contact, but the official says it's not a charge, and it leaked away from Butler and went right to Stiles, and she finished it, and now she can make it a 2-point game. This place is alive right now. Free throw, no good. Rebound down, fought for. Butler's wrestling with Barton, and the rebound goes the other way. 3-point game. Right side, Agee. Now Ella Van Branken off the dribble. Mullins getting in her grill. Kicks out to Agee. That one's going to be tipped and picked off. Hamilton with it. Van Branken gives chase. Hamilton good. Gracie Hamilton finishes off the steal and the score, and now full court press time for the Lady Bees as the intensity level is ratcheted up in the gym. Van Branken in all sorts of trouble. Ella Van Branken gets it ahead to Brandon. Brandon drives, throws it up in the call. Cam Brandon going to go to the line to shoot 2 with 5:45 to go. It's 22-21. Elsewhere, Cumberland County leads Sparta 40-35. We mentioned both Celeste Reed and Ava Jones, two of the best players in the district, if not the two best, are both with 4 fouls in that game. Two big ones here for Cam Brannon as it's a 1-point game. The first one calmly deposited through. You wouldn't even know there's still 5:45 to go by listening to this gym. It's raucous. This is where DeKalb County is going to have to hang tough. Upperman used to these environments. They're used to these sorts of games. DeKalb has not been in these battles with this group. Here comes Mullins. It'd be a big opportunity for them to grow up. Mullins, left side, Hamilton on the floor, meaning. You hit that next level as a team. Right side, Delenti. Bounces over to Mullins. Mullins, miscommunication with Delenti, and it's a turnover. It goes back to DeKalb. 5:25 to go. Right now, DeKalb is the team who's not making the mental mistakes. They're doing a great job of staying calm under the pressure of a raucous environment in a district game with 1 week to go in the season. Van Branken sends it ahead to Brannon. Now Barton nearly traveled, able to get it away though to Agee. And a timeout being called for by Brandy Alley. She has it, and she wants a full timeout to talk about things. 5:15 to go in the ball game. It's 24-21. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. 5:15 to go in the ball game. DeKalb leads Upperman 24-21 in a low-scoring game here in District 7 AAA. If the results hold, we'll actually have no change in the district standings in that White County, even if they lose in Cumberland County, which is a big if, they were down 5 when last updated, they would be 6-2. Upperman would be 5-2. If Upperman comes back to win this game and White County loses, Upperman would go all alone into first place with a 6-1 record. White County are playing one more game, they'd be 6-2. If White County wins out, they win this district. They hold their own destiny in their hands. But again, both Upperman and White County are trailing right now in their respective games. Ella Van Branken with it. She picks up her dribble, able to get it over right side. Brannon. She drives baseline, gets to the spot, puts it up. Great take. Cam Brannon. That is a great play. She's got 4 in the fourth quarter, and with 5 to go, it's a 5-point game. Great take by Brannon. Butler looking into Hamilton. Spins it over right side. Now Delenti. She triggers the 3. She got it. Taylor Delenti with a Sonia Brown American Way Real Estate 3. The intrigue grows in a 2-point game. Over to Chloe Van Branken. That one swiped by Hamilton and the foul. Half the crowd loves it. Half the crowd hates it. The foul is going to be called here on Hamilton, I believe. It is her second. Make it her first. Team's third. The official from the far side called it. There could have been contact on that backside. I didn't see it, but again, he has a totally different angle than we do here. Agee working against Butler. Sends it in. That one swiped by Stiles. Now there's a scrum for it, and we're going to have a travel as the call. The arrow belongs to Upperman. All right, 4:33 to go in the ball game. It's 26-24. The energy is shifting just a little bit from excitement to a twinge of nervousness in this gym. Mullins with it. Floats it over to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Mullins. Mullins to Hamilton. Now Butler. Butler to Hamilton. Hamilton to Mullins, now left wing side. We still got more than half a quarter to go. It is intense in this gym. Delenti to Hamilton. That one was tipped in the air and intercepted. DeKalb County with the steal as it went to Ella Van Branken. Another turnover by the Lady Bees. Van Branken turns up the jets into the half court, sends it across looking for Barton. Butler swatted it. Stiles able to get it to Hamilton. Now here comes Upperman with pace. Hamilton looking to get it out. Lost handle, and it's going to be a double dribble as it goes the other way. Coach Rick Williams is saying it was hit. Talked about it. And the official saying, I don't have it. He wants them to talk, or Coach McWilliams wants them to talk, and the official will not. I think she's probably right. There's been 3 calls, 2 one way, the other. So it's been equal opportunity, which have been slightly up in the air in this one. And now we've got a whistle and a foul. Goes on Hamilton. That's the 4th against Upperman. So the next one sends DeKalb to the line. Second personal on Hamilton. And Cora Bass going to go to the table to check in. She's in for Hamilton. 26-24. Agee tries to get it in. She does so. Chloe gets it to Ella Van Branken. Van Branken trying to muscle into the half court, and she does. Here comes the pressure from Mullins. Van Branken using her ball handling skills. Back to Chloe. Bass steps to Chloe Van Branken. She bounces it across. Ella with it now. Ella, they are bodying up on defense. Agee starts to drive, now picks up her dribble. It's swiped from behind, a tie-up, and the jump. Possession arrow belongs to Upperman with 3:11 to go. We got ourselves a dogfight tonight here in game number 1 of a doubleheader. Upperman trying to sweep the season series and stay pace atop the district. DeKalb looking for her first district win as Mullins drives inside off the glass. Good for 2. Bella Mullins explodes inside, and we're tied up at 26. Another 5-point DeKalb lead has been erased, but can they get it back? Ella Van Branken, it was poked from her, but went right to Barton. Now over to Agee. A long 3-ball up, no good. Rebound down to Butler. Butler over to Mullins. 2:39 to go. Again, this is where that experience factor could come to play. Gut check time for the home team in a tie game. Delenti. The trap arrives. She steps through, and the foul is called. It's going to be the 3rd team foul. Who did this one go against? Was it Brandon? It was. It went against Brandon. That is her 3rd, the team's 3rd. And we're tied up at 26. And Coach McWilliams wants 30 seconds to talk about things with 2:28 to go in the 4th. Pickett County beats Clark Range tonight, 72-55. Pickett County, or Clark Range rather, did not have Katie Hopkins in that ball game, so one of their best players didn't play. Over in that game in Crossville, 2:24 to go. Sparta trails against Cumberland County. It's 40-38. So the 2 top teams in 7 AAA are right now both in fights. Sparta down 2. Upperman tied up with DeKalb at 26. And it's going to be Upperman basketball outside of this timeout that was called by Dana McWilliams. The crowd is in it. It's packed tonight. Another night in 7 AAA. Surprise, surprise, in this old school gym. Delenti, never mind. Cora Bass is going to inbound this for Upperman. Low scoring game. Upperman's offense has quietly started to wake up a little bit. Delenti comes in by the standards of this game. They're up to 9 points in the quarter with still 2:25 to go. That's not a high scoring quarter by any stretch, but it's getting close to their highest scoring quarter of the game. It's actually tied for it. As Stiles gives out to Mullins. Now Bass with it left side. Now it's Upperman who's not looking for a fast shot. Stiles has it. Back over to Cora Bass. Bass, left side, Bella Mullins. She's going to drive inside again, and the foul is called. This one's going to go on Tess Barton as Mullins made the official make a call. She drove in there and threw up the shot. Barton got to the spot. It's going to be the 2nd on Barton. Make it 3rd, my apologies. Remember we had one earlier, we weren't sure who it was on. And this is the Sonia Brown with American Real Estate free throw line, and the first one is no good for Mullins. Hamilton checking in for Bass here for Upperman. Upperman shooting sub 50% at the line in this game. Mullins sets up, fires it, and hits it. They go back in front by 1. 27-26. This is tied for their largest lead of the game. DeKalb's led by as many as 5. Upperman, this is the most they've led by 1 point on a couple of occasions. Ella Van Branken sends over right side to Agee. Back to Van Branken. Van Branken surveys the floor. Crosses over. Gets to the spot. Out to Agee. Wasn't a clean catch, so she doesn't shoot it. Probably a smart decision. Van Branken now with 1:35 to go. big time moment here in 7 AAA. A lot is on the line in this one. It's back to Ella Van Vranken, and DeKalb is in no hurry. Upperman is sagged off with the pressure just a little bit. Now Barton kicks out to Agee. Agee, one dribble, sends to Chloe Van Vranken. Now back to Ella. 1:12 to go. Ella Van Vranken off the dribble. Flips a pass and close to a double dribble. No whistle. We play on. Left side. Chloe with it now. 1 minute to go. This is a long possession. There goes Chloe Van Vranken. Explodes inside. Puts it off the glass. No. Rebound tip. Barton comes away. Missed the putback. Another attempt. And there's a tie-up and a scrum. And it's going to be a jump ball. The arrow belongs to DeKalb County with 50.9 to go. Barton going straight up, trying to get that rebound. No whistle, so we play on here. 50.9. Agee to inbound. She's running out of time. Agee gets it in. Not in time. A 5-second violation. Possession back. Possession back to Upperman. Here we go. Butler with it. Butler bounces over to Hamilton. 42 seconds left. Butler kicks out. Now Delenti. Upperman is in no hurry. Next foul sends him to the line. DeKalb going to try to force a turnover. Delenti picks up her dribble. Gets it to Butler now. There's the foul on Brannon. And Gracie Butler going to the line to shoot 2 with 28.7 seconds to go in the game. It has been a struggle at the line as Brandon's called for her 4th personal. Upperman has had a rough night at the charity stripe. They've had a rough night from the field. These are 2 big ones against the DeKalb team that can absolutely rein in the 3-ball. What a game this has been. Butler, the sophomore, flies it away and barely hit the net. It's good. She's got 7 tonight. Next one on its way. In and out, no good. Hamilton tipped the rebound. It ricochets. Ella Van Vranken has it. 26 seconds. A 3 could win it for DeKalb. Van Vranken ahead. Finds Agee. Agee drives. Throws up the runner. Good. Avery Agee splashes it home. 16 seconds left. We're tied at 28. Mullins now working it ahead. No timeout from Coach McWilliams. Hamilton went to Delenti. It was tipped, and now there's the timeout. 7 seconds to go. Avery Agee makes the 2. Great job by Avery Agee to not just jack up a 3 that she didn't need. She got inside, got a much higher percentage look, put it off the glass, and we're tied up at 28 with 7 seconds to go. It's Upperman basketball. This is just the first half of a doubleheader, but what a game it has been tonight. The crowd is applauding on their Lady Tigers, who have given it everything they've got against one of the top teams in this state, in this classification. It's tied up at 28, a low scoring game. But it is Upperman basketball. A foul either way, a defensive foul either way, sends the other team to the free throw line. The possession arrow belongs to Upperman. One player has 4 fouls, and that is Cam Brannon for DeKalb County. Everybody else either has 3 or less. If you haven't already, I'll ask you again, because we got a big crowd, please hit that like button. Comment along with us, share this stream, and hang out with us for the boys' game. We may have overtime, though, here. This one's still very much up in the air. DeKalb is led by as many as 5. Upperman's largest lead, what they just had, it was 2. Hamilton to inbound here, just in front of her bench. She gets it to Mullins. 6 seconds left. Mullins to Hamilton. 3 seconds left. And Dana McWilliams is calling for, I believe, her final timeout, as they were not going to get a clean look with 1.5 to go in regulation. 28-28. DeKalb runs a little bit of a dangerous move, but it worked out really well to deploy the trap in the half court. That leaves somebody open theoretically. They did a great job of defending it well. They forced a little bit of an errant pass. Delenti barely was able to grab it. And now with 1.5 to go, Upperman with a chance for a catch and shoot from somewhere on the floor. final. York defeats Jackson County tonight 58-27. A big win for the Dragonettes. That's live on UCR4. That's a big boys game getting started up in about 15 minutes. 1.5 seconds to go. It's 28-28. What a game on UCR2 tonight. Happy to have you along with us. Here we go. Butler is going to inbound it with 1.5 on the clock. Barton, outstretched arms in front to disrupt this. And here we go. Butler throws it inside to Stiles. Stiles off the glass and the foul. A foul is called. The buzzer sounded, but the foul was called first. It's not over. Bella Stiles is going to the line to shoot two. We'll see how much time they put on the clock. So this happened with time left on the clock. They'll have to put time up, and Stiles is going to go to the line. The Campbellsville signee. They're an NAIA powerhouse. She's going to the line to shoot two at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. What a play drawn up by Dana McWilliams, as it looked like they were trying to get it to Delenti, and then all of a sudden, Butler fires it on a great feed inside to Stiles, who's going to the line, and they put 0.3 seconds on the clock. Stiles at the line. They've struggled here tonight. One ends it, and she got it. Barring a miracle, Bella Stiles is about to win this basketball game for the Upperman Lady Bees. The senior settles in, flies it away, no good, and that will do it. Final score, Upperman 29, DeKalb County 28. What an effort tonight by the Lady Tigers, but it's the Upperman Lady Bees erasing a 5-point fourth quarter deficit, and Bella Stiles making a free throw with 0.3 seconds to go to deliver the victory to Upperman. We welcome you into the South Willow Auto Clinic postgame show. South Willow Auto Clinic, your hometown auto doctors, as we tally up the scoring from that one. Another awesome matchup tonight in District 7 AAA. And by the way, if you were wondering why we say it's so important, so important for you to get one of the top two seeds in the district tournament, that game is why. Upperman has a chance to be the number one seed, or certainly the number two, as they've been battling with White County for that spot and get an automatic berth into the region tournament. DeKalb County is going to be the sixth seed in the district tournament, and they nearly knocked off the Lady Bees tonight. This district is unbelievable top to bottom. We know the camera is purple. Disregard it for a moment. It'll straighten itself out. Apologies for that, but we will get it situated. The important part is you're missing no action. The game was over. That would have been really bad if it had happened when the game started. We'll go dark for just a moment and get it back for you. But we are still here with the South Willow Auto Clinic post-game show. And we're going to run a couple of advertisements and then come right back. Don't go anywhere. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood, or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. We're back now. Highly recommend you get over to UCR 5 right now. Lebanon and Cookeville in a barn burner with 1:29 to go. Lebanon leads Cookeville 41-39. Cookeville wins it. They wrap up the district title. If not, they're tied up as Cookeville beat Lebanon on the road yesterday. And Charlie Roby is going to go to the line to shoot two there. Back here, what a classic we just had. A low-scoring affair as Upperman defeats DeKalb County 29-28. Let's get to the scoring for the game. First for DeKalb County, Ella Van Branken with 10 points. 6 points tonight for Cam Brannon. 5 for Avery Agee, 3 for Allie Melton, 2 apiece for Tess Barton and Chloe Van Branken, for a team total of 28. For the Upperman Lady Bees tonight, 9 points for Taylor Delenti, 7 for Gracie Butler, 6 for Bella Stiles, 3 for Bella Mullins, 2 for Gracie Hamilton, and 2 for Ella Harrell, for a team total of 29. The Nelson and Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game tonight, it is a very tough call this evening. Not easy to say the least. But when you go to the free throw line and you make the game winner, that puts you as the leader in the clubhouse. So we'll go with Bella Stiles, the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. She makes the game-winning free throw with 0.3 seconds to go on what was a really good play call drawn up by Coach McWilliams and the staff. They brought everybody up to the top of the perimeter. It looked like they were trying to get it to Taylor Delenti, and then Butler took one step and fired it right into the middle of the paint. Stiles grabbed it, goes up with the shot, and gets the call. She makes one free throw, and that was enough to win it. We'll try to keep it here for just a moment. Cumberland County leads 46-44 with the basketball with 8.5 seconds to go there in Crossville. If that result holds, Upperman would be in first place in the loss column, as Sparta would have 2 district losses. They would be tied up in the win column as Upperman improves to 22-3 on the season with the win tonight, 6-1 in the district. DeKalb County falls to 8-15, 0-8 in the district. They have got to be the best 0-15 or 8-15 team in this state. Tremendous effort tonight out of the DeKalb County Lady Tigers. We're going to take a brief intermission. Once again, get to UCR 5 right now. I'm going to watch it during this intermission. Lebanon leads Cookeville by 1 with a timeout called on the floor. Rafferty's on the call there on UCR 5. We'll be back here in about 8 minutes with all the boys' action. Final score in the girls' game, Upperman 29, DeKalb County 28. Much more to come from Smithville. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. It's time for another edition of the Crouch Team with Highlands Elite Real Estate pregame show, as we've got a fun boys matchup between the Upperman Bees and the DeKalb County Tigers. I'm Noah McKay on the call, the lovely Madison McKay producing things for us. Once again here, we had some dramatic finishes in girls action. Cookeville got a big bucket, like a few big buckets late, to defeat Lebanon and sweep their season series over them. We saw Upperman get a 29-28 win here. Cumberland County and White County are deep in overtime now, with Celeste Reed and Ava Jones have both fouled out of the game. CC had a 1-point lead when last updated by Goose. We have coverage coming from the website of that one. But here in this boys game, it's the Upperman Bees under head coach Bobby McWilliams with a 19-4 overall record, 5-1 in District 7 AAA. They are the number 2 ranked team in the UC Top 5. They're coming off a dominant performance, an 83-58 victory at Livingston Academy. They've won 8 games in a row. Meanwhile, for DeKalb County, under head coach Joey Agee, they are 9-14 on the season, 1-6 in the district. They had a rough one last night. No Connor Close in that game. He does return tonight, but they fell against Livingston 85-42. They have lost 5 straight games and looking to get it rolling against one of the state's best in this 3A classification. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We're live on UCR2 and the YouTube channel tonight, so you can search Upper Cumberland Reporter on YouTube. And we will get to the starting lineups here momentarily, but first a look around the district in 7 AAA. Upperman all alone in first place. They control their own destiny. They win out, they will win this district. Stone Memorial right behind them at 5-2, and then Livingston still in it at 4-3. Then we get to White County, who also is 4-3, tied up with Livingston, so their next matchup will be a pivotal one. And then right behind them is Cumberland County and DeKalb County, both at 1-5. So for DeKalb, they still have a lot to play for when it comes to seeding. You'd much rather be the 5 than the 6 seed for matchup purposes for Upperman. The goal was clear. They're trying to win this district in the regular season. The starting lineups in this game are as follows. First for the Upperman Bees under head coach Bobby McWilliams, with a record of 19 victories and 4 losses, 5-1 in the district. The number 2 ranked team in the Upper Cumberland. Number 0, Ty Cobb. Number 4, Evan Huddleston. Number 15, Clayton Harris. Number 21, Braden Roberts. And number 23, Ronsden Chaffin. For the homesteading DeKalb County Tigers, under head coach Joey Agee, with a record of 9 wins and 14 losses, 1-6 in the district. Number 0, Seth Fusen. Number 10, John Hendricks. Number 14, Alex Antoniak. Number 15, Connor Close. And number 23, Dallas Kirby. The lights come down, and they have the entrance through the Welcome to the Tiger Den death. Seth Fusen comes through, Welcome to the Tiger Den sign. They've been using this door forever. It's one of the cooler entrances as the whole crowd rises to their feet on the home side. We'll try to keep you updated on these games as we go on. Sparta was up 2 with 3.5 seconds, or up 1 rather, with 3.5 seconds left, and missed 2 free throws. So Cumberland County going to try to get a buzzer beater there. This is a dangerous DeKalb County Tigers team. We talked to Bobby McWilliams about it back in the halftime show. I know they got blown out yesterday, but they didn't have Connor Close, who can jump out of any gym he's in. He's a great scorer. But for Upperman, they're playing as well as anybody in this classification. They have their sights set on a deep postseason run. DeKalb County also plays very well in this gym. They're always a lot tougher to beat here than they are on the road. Upperman won the first meeting between these two teams, but as we know, that doesn't mean anything when you get into the second meeting. They won by 12, 58-46, back on January 12th. The Bees coming off probably their best half of basketball against Livingston Academy in the second half, where they rolled to that 25-point victory. Cab looking to shake off a rough one yesterday. Upperman in black, DeKalb in white. 4 quarters to go here this week in District 7 AAA. The lead official walks the ball in. Takes his time, throws it up, and Chaffin tips it ahead to Evan Huddleston, and quickly Huddleston puts it up and off the glass for 2. Quick strike for Upperman as Chaffin tipped it right to Huddleston. Now Close with it. Upperman showing the full court diamond press. They flip back across right side. Now that one intercepted by Evan Huddleston. Making an impact early is Evan Huddleston. Left side to Ty Cobb, the Mr. Basketball candidate freshman point guard Cobb kicks back to Evan Huddleston. Goes over to Bronston Chaffin. Cobb. Now Harris, back to Cobb. Cobb off a ball screen, drives inside. Ty Cobb throws it off the glass, good for two. And Upperman's offense picking up where they left off in Livingston as they're up 4-0, 40 seconds in. Fusen sends over right side, now back to him. A lot of experience on this floor for DeKalb County. Just haven't quite been able to put it together this year as they give off left side for Kirby. Now Fusen at the top of the key. Fusen sends it over to Hendricks. John Hendricks, one of those experienced players. Multi-sport athlete. Connor Close with it. Close, 1,000-point score. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. Left side Fusen. Jerry's tuning in, as is Joe Mike. We welcome you in. I don't know if it's Joe Mike or Joe and Mike. Clarify that one for me. As low jumper for Close is no good. I see you often. Rebound comes down to Huddleston. Upperman with a fast start in the basketball. Huddleston from the elbow. Gives back to Roberts. Now over to Cobb. Cobb throws up the runner in the right hand. No, gets his own rebound, though. Goes back up with it, and good for two more. All Upperman early as they lead 6-0, a minute and 40 seconds in. Big win for Sparta tonight as they hang on despite a lot of adversity to win 53-52 in overtime over Cumberland County. Hendricks on the other end triggers the three. No rebound, tipped up a couple of times and out of play. Was last touched by Clayton Harris, so possession stays with DeKalb. Keep those comments flying in here. We're live on UCR2 and the YouTube channel tonight, so take your pick where you want to watch it. Facebook or YouTube. You've got a smart TV. YouTube a little bit easier, because I got the fancy router for the connection tonight. That's which games are on YouTube, in case you were wondering. Thankfully, we haven't had any big connection issues tonight, as this one's going to be swiped away by Harris. Sends it to Ty Cobb, running the floor in a foot race with Hendricks, and Cobb off the backboard, and Bronston Chaffin slams it home. Showtime for the Upperman Bees. That came out of nowhere. Cobb looked like he was going to finger roll it. He put it off the backboard, and Chaffin slammed it home. What a play by the Upperman Bees. Ty Cobb off the turnover, an outlet pass from Harris, and Cobb throws it off the backboard, and Bronston Chaffin gets up and slams it home. And it's 8-0 Upperman early on with all the momentum with 5:49 to go in the first quarter. Well, there's some trauma happening right now in Cumberland County at the end of that game, the girls' game between the Lady Jets and the Warriorettes. We'll try to figure out what happened there. Goose had his camera out the whole time. Right side, Connor Close with it. DeKalb. We'll see if Coach Agee was able to calm things down a little bit. Rough start for him on their home floor. Left side, Fusen. He drives into the low block, throws up the shot. Good. They needed that one. A big basket for DeKalb as they try to slow this game down a little bit. You do not want to get into a run and gun with Upperman. Cobb gives left side to Huddleston. Huddleston triggers the three, in and out, no good. Rebound down to DeKalb. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Three ball on the way. That one no good, a bit short. Fight for the rebound. Huddleston wins it. Hendricks on the attempt. Cobb back to Huddleston. Now Cobb. Oh, that one's going to be on Twitter later. That alley-oop, because now Clayton Harris has it. Over to Chaffin. Chaffin kicks out Huddleston. Huddleston playing good basketball right now for this Upperman team. Roberts left side to Cobb. Cobb wants a screen. He has it. Now he explodes inside. There goes Ty Cobb up and off the glass. No. Chaffin flies in, gets the rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. Bronston Chaffin's going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line, where he will attempt two. Foul goes on 23. That's Dallas Kirby, his first, team's first. First one called in the game. First one for Chaffin. Falls through. It's good. (9-2) Upperman. We're near the midway point of this first quarter. Next one, good as well. 2 for 2 for the sophomore Bronston Chaffin. By the way, that alley-oop was a freshman to sophomore. That's terrifying if you're a fan of other teams. Having to watch those two go at it. Close with it from the top of the circle. Nice pass over to Hendricks. He puts up the shot. No. Offensive rebound, though, for Close. His putback a little bit short. Cobb skies up and muscles the rebound. Here comes Upperman the other way. Full court pass to Braden Roberts. Sends it over. We've got a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on DeKalb. There wasn't a clear signal, but it's on Hendricks. His first, team second. Upperman's trying to get out and run early in this game. You can tell. Cobb sends it over to Chaffin. Chaffin back to Cobb. Cobb skies up and deposits it in. That is precise half-court offense off a set play for Upperman. They're out in front by 10, 4 minutes in. Now here's Antoniak. Right side, now into the corner. 3 ball on the way. That one, no good. Nearly banked it in. Chaffin gets the rebound. Sends it to Branson Turnbow, who's in here. Turnbow, left side Cobb. Extra pass to Torrance. He triggers the 3, and he got it. Asanya Brown with American Real Estate 3 for Jack Torrance. And look out. Upperman looks like they did in the second half against Livingston, where they rolled. Still a long way to go in this one. DeKalb needs an answer. Close. No good. Another rebound for Bronston Chaffin. Roberts now. Sends it over to Cobb. Cobb. Reverse floor to Torrance. Torrance going to drive and kick now to Chaffin. Over to Cobb. Cobb picks up his dribble. They left him wide open. He's going to trigger that one, and he buries it. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Another timeout called by head coach Joey Agee as Upperman is putting on a clinic right now. 18-2 with 3:04 to go in the first. And now there's a discussion. Not sure what it's for. 30-second timeout on the floor. So I'm not sure what that extra discussion was for, if somebody sat down or what happened, but we'll play on out of the timeout. .304 to go in the first quarter. It's 18-2. Yes, Wayne, we all tuned in. Thankfully, this game, the girls' game here, ended just in time. We had a great game here, and then we all tuned in to UCR 5 to watch Cookeville get the win over Lebanon. We had a great game here as well. Upperman won 29-28. Kind of the opposite of that game where there was a lot of points. This one did not have a lot, but thanks for your comment and for jumping over here. Hope everyone's enjoying 5 doubleheaders as there's another turnover. This time it's Turnbow. Gives to Torrance. Torrance lines up the 3. No good. Rebound tipped down. DeKalb comes away with it. John Hendricks pushing the tempo the other way in a 16-point game. Left side over to Close. Now back right. Kirby. You are exactly right, Wayne. We live in the best area for girls basketball in this country. Back to the top of the circle here. DeKalb looking to just settle into this game. They got a haymaker thrown at him early. Hendricks triggers the 3. Barely hit the net. A Domino's 3 for John Hendricks. A good one for DeKalb County as it's down to a 13-point game. Turnbow with it. Turnbow to Roberts off the screen. Roberts is a sharpshooter. That one doesn't fall. Rebound down. Hendricks having a good impact early. Gets the rebound, sends it ahead to Connor Close. Close forced back out by the transition defense. That pass intercepted by Roberts. Roberts weaving through traffic. Skies up in the mid-range. Braden Roberts, good. Steal in the score. The Upperman team has so many weapons. They're hunting win number 20 on the season. They're 19-4. Their losses to Stone Memorial, they avenged that loss last week. A team out of Alabama. A great Siegel team that had won 20 straight games a couple of days ago as that shot's put up and a foul will be called on Bronston Chaffin. And then Brittonwood in the second game of the season when the football players weren't back. They're a bona fide state tournament contending team. But you're going to have to win your region or else you're likely going to have to go to Fulton, and that is a very difficult task for anybody. Fusen going to the line to shoot 2. As the first person was caught on Chaffin. Stone Memorial has something to say too. They've got their sights set on a deep run. Don't get me wrong, I'm not counting them out either. Both of those teams, very good. We've seen how evenly matched they are. 1:34 to go in the first quarter. It's 20-5, Upperman in front. 0 for 2 at the line, rebounded by Cam Bush. And Upperman showing off their depth. They're rotating 9 guys so far already. Make it 8. I can't do math. We know that. It will be 9 eventually. Cobb gives the play call, now goes to work. Sends right side for Branson Turnbow. Turnbow picks up his dribble, finds Jack Torrance. Torrance back to Cameron Bush. Cameron Bush slicing through, has it blocked out of his hands, and it'll go the other way. Left side, Hendricks. Hendricks back to top of the key, Houston. Hendricks got free, wide open, looking for his second. That one doesn't fall. Harris with the physical rebound. He flips it ahead to Turnbow. Cobb in the half court. He lines up the triple, and he got it. Ty Cobb putting on a clinic. Another Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. He's got 12 in the first quarter, and Upperman's lead is 18 late in the frame. Jordan Parker, the multi-sport athlete, gives off left side. That 3 no good. Cobb trying to box out, and it's going to be a foul called on him. He was backing down the offensive player, Kirby. So Cobb called for the personal. His first. It's the team's second, or team second, I should say. Livingston defeated Stone tonight, 59-43 in girls action. Remember, we got 5 doubleheaders going for you at once this evening. They send the pass over to Hendricks. 20 seconds to go. Little no-look feed to Parker. Jordan Parker triggers the 3, and he buried it. Jordan Parker with a Domino's 3. Back to a 15-point game. Cobb with it. He's going to hold for the final look. 8 seconds on the clock. Parker there to defend. Cobb off the dribble. 2 seconds. Cobb throws it up, got the foul, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 with 1 second on the clock. Parker will be called for the personal. 3rd team foul, and a trip to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line for the 80% free throw shooter, Ty Cobb. First one for Cobb. That one is good. 13 first quarter points for Ty Cobb. Averaging just over 20 per game. Next one good as well. 2 for 2. Make it 14. 1 second left here for DeKalb. That inbounds pass was punched up into the air by Clayton Harris. It wouldn't count even if it goes off the front of the rim for Torrance. And that brings us to the end of a relatively dominant quarter for the Upperman Bees. After one, they lead DeKalb 25-8. You're watching high school basketball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential, multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland area since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145.
Hone and develop your skills on the court with professional basketball player development from Legacy Athletics. Call 931-303-3356 or follow them on Instagram at legacy_athletics or on Twitter at jwinningham25 for more information today. Legacy Athletics, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
14 points for Ty Cobb in the first quarter as Upperman has opened up a 17-point lead here on the road. They lead 25-8 over DeKalb County. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Noah McKay. Madison McKay producing things for us. One of 5 doubleheaders happening across our network this evening. Busy night as it's getting late in the season. We're going to have complete coverage of the postseason. We need your help to do it, though. If you own a business, you want to advertise with us, send us a message. It's Bronston Chaffin. Sends over to Cobb. Too much on it, but Cobb saves it into Chaffin. Chaffin kicks back to Cobb. Cobb out of the corner, has it poked from behind, gets it back. Cobb hands off to Chaffin, and a foul is called on the floor after a chaotic sequence. Well, this crowd was rocking and rolling at the end of the girls' game. It was a great one. Right now, the Bees have taken them out of this boys' game, though, as Antoniak is called for his first personal, team's first. Cobb to inbound from that Tiger logo on the baseline. Inbound goes to Harris. Clayton Harris spins. It's blocked away by Connor Close. Told you Connor Close could get up, and he swats that one. Possession back the other way. Antoniak with it. He swings it left side. Now wanting it is Close in the corner. He's feeling confident now. Tries to drive in, a tie up, and now here we go. Little extracurriculars with Close and Harris. And Harris puts his hand straight up in the air. They were both tied up. Nobody's letting it go. And the official just saying everything calm down. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be DeKalb basketball. I'm good. If there's no Clayton Harris called for his first, I'm good with it. I don't think anybody was totally innocent. It's high school basketball. It can get chippy. Those are two good athletes. Next time, you may see a quick trigger on a tech, though, so remember that later on, but I like that officiating there. Good job by this crew. As they give left side. DeKalb back to work here in the half court. Houston goes in. Now, looking inside, that one tipped a couple of times, and a foul will be called. It's going to go on Chaffin, as diving through was Antoniak trying to get the steal, or get the ball, I should say, and Chaffin tried to get the steal. That's Chaffin's second personal, second team foul. And Cam Bush going to check in for Bronston Chaffin. Stick around during the Happy Hiller halftime show. We'll be joined by Lady Bees head coach Dana McWilliams. We'll talk about their victory earlier on. And that pass was not tipped, and it'll go to Upperman. Wasn't sure if Cobb got a finger on it. He did not. 7:11 to go in the second quarter. Ty Cobb with it here for the Bees. He gives left side for Cameron Bush. Bush bounces it for Clayton Harris. Harris surveys, now finds Cobb. Cobb works off the screen, now explodes inside, kicks out to Bush. Cam Bush wide open for three. No, rebound tipped and a foul. And Clayton Harris going to be called for it. So 2 on Harris and 2 on Chaffin. I wonder if we may see Isaiah Helms. We sure will. He goes right to the table. Third team foul against Upperman. And a scoreless first 6:49 to the frame. It's one of the luxuries Upperman has, though, the depth of bigs. They can rotate through them. Mentioned they can go 10 deep. They've gone 9 so far. As Hendricks said, they really can go more than that, but they feel comfortable at that 10 mark. Close, inside, up and under. Can't get the finish. Gets his own rebound, though. Turnaround putback, good for Connor Close. First points tonight for Close. He missed yesterday's game against Livingston. Back in the lineup today as Cam Bush has it left side. Now Ty Cobb. Cobb explodes down the baseline. Cobb looking to go up and under. Got hit on the arm, no call. That was a bad miss. We had a great view on that one. No question about it. Got grabbed on the arm. Now into the corner they go. DeKalb trying to capitalize. Hendricks with it. They swing it back around for Close. Close with it, looking at a 2-3 zone. Cobb steals this one, and now we'll push it ahead into the half court. Cobb going to sky up in the mid-range for 2. No good. Helms with a rebound. Put back good. Isaiah Helms comes off the bench and puts it in, and a timeout called by Bobby McWilliams. 32nd timeout with 5:55 to go in the second. The Bees still lead by 17. You wonder how we're doing 5 games or 5 doubleheaders, 10 total games all at once. We're doing 15 doubleheaders next week. It's all because we're on our Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Frontier Chevrolet, whether you're buying a new or pre-owned vehicle, maybe you need to trade in your ride. They're going to treat you really well there. Always remember, don't buy until you see Jason Fye. There we are, all-star sponsors here at UCR. We appreciate Frontier Chevy, and they are as good as it gets, whether you're buying or selling your vehicle. So make sure you check out Frontier Chevy. 5:55 to go in the second. It's 27-10. As an aside, the UCR mobile, aka my truck, I got it from Frontier Chevy. We put a lot of miles on it driving around the Upper Cumberland, and it's going very, very strong. Connor Close has it as we get back to action. As that one's an errant pass out of play, possession goes back to Upperman. 27-10, a fast start here on the road for the Bees, looking for win number 20 of the season, and for them, more importantly, trying to stay all alone in first place. They had the catbird seat. If they went out with games next week against Sparta and then 2 against Cumberland County, they will be the 1 seed in the district tournament and clinch that first round bye. Left side, Roberts, he finds Huddleston. Huddleston now to Roberts. Roberts flares off the screen. He's left open momentarily. A good job to close out by Hendricks as Bush has it. Bush now to Cobb. Cobb back to Bush. Bush left side for Roberts. Now Cobb with it. Ty Cobb gets a screen from Helms, looking back door. Did it get tipped? They'll say it did, so it stays with Upperman. Cobb looking to inbound. Going to go back for Helms, and it was way off the mark. Did that hit the backboard, I wonder? Or it's just an errant pass. Either way, it's going the other way to DeKalb County. He just took a weird release. And so DeKalb will inbound to break back for the Tigers. 5:16 to go in the second. It's a 27-10 game. Antoniak goes back and forth, now close. Turnbow and Chaffin to the table for Upperman as they get established in the half court. Antoniak. Now Fusen. Fusen sends the pass left side, now into Close. Close. Nice speed out right wing side, driving in, left-handed finger roll, no good. Rebound down to Roberts. Roberts is fouled as Close was trying to force the turnover. It's going to be the first on Connor Close, I believe, and it'll be the second team foul. Helms and Huddleston checking out as Turnbow and Chaffin check in for Upperman. You see Upperman rotate. As I mentioned, those players, DeKalb really only going 6 or 7 deep. Cobb gives off to Bush, now Roberts with it. Back door into Cobb, turn around, and he is fouled. Ty Cobb, and it's getting chippy. Ty Cobb, a little shoulder check on the way pass from Kirby. Cobb's going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. It's Kirby's second, team's third. So Ty Cobb, he's 2 for 2 so far. He goes back to the stripe. Hadn't scored yet in this first quarter after 14 in the first. And he got that one. Just a freshman. Take over 6 feet tall. Doesn't stand out in a crowd, but he stands out on the floor. And he rattles home the second. 2 for 2, 16 first half points, and it's a 19-point Upperman lead here on the road. Hendricks with it. Picks up his dribble. Pivots a couple of times. That one was tipped by Chapin. Here we go again. Cobb the other way. Cobb in transition. Left-handed lay. Good for 2 more. Ty Cobb off the steal from Bronston Chapin. That time there was transition defense. They couldn't hit the showtime like they did earlier with the off-the-back alley-oop. Pass ahead to Close. Close with a nice tip inside. Shot up in the mid-range. No, and we got a foul call down low. Cam Bush going to be called for extending an arm, if I can read that signal correctly. Going to be the first on Bush, 4th on the Bees. Jack Torrance checking in, see who he's coming in for. He's coming in for Cam Bush. Torrance hit a 3 in the first quarter as part of that big Upperman run that gave him this huge lead. Close, open from the wing, triggers the 3, no. Chaffin with another rebound. He's got a bunch of them in this first half. Gives back over to Roberts. Roberts, left side pass, driving in Turnbow. It's blocked from behind. Flying in was Hendricks. Close with an outlet pass ahead to Antoniak. He tries to contort in midair and nothing doing. Chaffin with another rebound. Muscles through some contact. Cobb with a feed over to Roberts on a rope for 3, but it's no good. And he'll hear it from the student section. Here they come the other way. John Hendricks with a ton of speed. Hendricks poked from behind and a foul. This is going to be free throws. John Hendricks is going to go to the line to shoot 2 with 3:31 to go in the second quarter. Braden Roberts called for his first personal. So Hendricks at the stripe. Once again, stick around during Happy Hiller halftime show. Dana McWoods will make her way to the table. We'll talk about that dramatic win for the Lady Bees earlier on as the first free throw rattles home. Gets the friendly roll for Hendricks. 4 points in the first half for him. Second one for Hendricks. No good. Didn't get the roll that time. And another rebound for Bronston Chaffin. 20-point Upperman lead. Cobb. We heard from his coach that he's starting to get a lot more healthier. Battling through some stuff in the middle of the season. The ice storm helped him out a little bit as Torrance drives in, throws up the runner, no. Rebound tipped down. Close had it. It was poked by Huddleston, and it leaks out to Parker. Parker with a bounce pass ahead. Now he has it again. Right side, Hendricks triggers the three. No, another rebound for Bronston Chaffin. Put the young man on double-digit rebound, Roch, in the first half. Got to be up near at least 5-6. Could be even more. Turnbow. Backdoor cut to Cobb, and Cobb trying to sense the contact. Angled away, put it in for two. No call, we play on. 33-11. That one nearly stolen away. It's grabbed as Parker has it. Left side close. He triggers the corner three. Connor Close buries the Dominoes three. Third three of the half for DeKalb County. Right side Huddleston. Huddleston back to Torrance. Torrance finds Chaffin. Now Cobb hits the deck. No call either way. It's getting chippy down there, as I mentioned earlier. Turnbow sends over to Torrance. Torrance underhand flips it to Branson Turnbow. The junior Turnbow kicks it left side to Huddleston. Open corner three. That one no good. A rebound down to John Hendricks. As we go under 2 to play in the second quarter, a 19-point Upperman lead. Now Close starts to drive. Nice reverse feed. Top of the key. Thinking about the three into Close. Kicks out. Parker. Parker has a three back to Close. Looking for another one for him. That one no good. Cobb with the board. And now Cobb turns and burns ahead. Ty Cobb decisively got pushed in the back. And he's going to go to the line to shoot two at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. First free throw is good for Cobb. We've got a running tally from Goose in Crossville. 13 fans have been thrown out of the game between Cumberland County and White County. What is going on in Crossville tonight? We're going to find out as Cobb goes 2 for 2 again. He's got 22 first half points. And the Bees have a 20-point lead with 1:32 to go in the second. Parker has it. Upperman not relenting from the full court trap, or really the kind of diamond look. As they give over left side to Jordan Parker. Parker kicks into the corner for Close. Loves that baseline drive. He kicks out this time, three ball up, no good. Long rebound comes down to Evan Huddleston. He finds Turnbow, who's pushing the pace. Over to Torrance. Torrance wiggles back to Roberts in rhythm for three. Unselfish basketball leads to the triple for Braden Roberts. It's a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate three, and it's a shooting gallery right now for Upperman on this goal. 37-14. Parker with it. Sends it over left side. Back to him. 49 seconds. It is all Bees here on the road. Trying to stay all alone in first place. Top District 7 AAA. Parker triggers the three. Got it. Jordan Parker with his second Dominoes three. The three ball has kept DeKalb County from being way down 20 right now. Turnbow, right side Huddleston. Now Isaiah Helms. Helms gives off to Torrance. Torrance back to Roberts. Turnbow. Now Huddleston. Another one ricochets a couple of times, and now it'll go the other way. Back to Upperman with 6.8 seconds to go. Cobb and Chaffin going to check back in for this final offensive possession for Upperman. Cobb with it. 6 seconds for Ty Cobb. Gets a screen from Chaffin. Cobb drives inside. Cobb gets the shot and one. Ty Cobb with a performance and a half. in this first 2 quarters of play. He's going back to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Got me all tongue-tied on that way. I mean, just decisively takes it in, able to get the finish through the contact, and he's going to try to convert here. And we'll have a stoppage to dry up some sweat. Foul went on Parker. That's his second. Ty Cobb has 24 points. He can make it 25 if he rattles this one home. 0.6 seconds on the clock, so it'll be an inbounds play or a rebound attempt, and we'll go to half. Cobb flies it away. 25 and a half for the freshman, and that will do it as we get to the end of 2. As we head into the break, it's Upperman 40, DeKalb County 17. We'll be joined by Dana McWilliams when we come back. Coverage of this game is presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crossroads Auction Group are the Upper Cumberland's auction experts. As a full-service auction company, they take your stress away every step of the way. Servicing the entire Upper Cumberland, the Crossroads Auction Group gets your property ready from cleanup, setup, picture taking, up to the auction and beyond. They handle all auctions from estates, residential, farms, land, commercial, and everything else. For more information, visit crossroadsauctiongroup.com or call 931-644-7149 today. The Crossroads Auction Group are proud sponsors of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Operation Rudolph is a go.
Go.
I see Rudolph! Light the runway! Santa's never gonna find us.
Oh, yes, he will.
Merry Christmas! Steel Technologies has been part of the Rutherford County community for over 35 years. Their plants in Murfreesboro and Smyrna include over 150 teammates who process coils, metal sheets, and planks for customers across North America. Steel Tech's Smyrna and Murfreesboro plants are expanding, and they need teammates to join their team. With openings including machine and forklift operators, truck drivers, and more, they have the position for you with competitive wages and monthly bonus opportunities. For more information and to apply online, scan the QR code on your screen now. Steel Tech is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Steel Tech. Faith, family, Steel Tech.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Aspen Drive in Cookeville. Featuring a split bedroom floor plan, new carpet, beautiful yard, and deck, you'll fall in love with this home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Fire and Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Fire and Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with creative food and drinks on the rooftop. Fire and Vine is also home to the UCR Coaches Show on Tuesday nights. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
From the sports field to the hunting field, our friends at Hall Sports and Outdoors can outfit anyone. Located in the heart of Jamestown at 207 South Main Street, Hall Sports and Outdoors carries everything from kayaks, fishing gear, and camo to guns and ammo. With top brands such as Columbia, Timberland, Under Armour, Asics, and much more, nobody can top their selection. Need some custom gear for your team? They also offer uniforms, gear, and custom embroidery. Stop by and see them at 207 South Main Street in Jamestown. Hall Sports and Outdoors, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
How many letters?
5 letters.
Just think about, what am I doing right now?
Smile. Smile?
Uh-huh.
This is so easy.
Welcome back. It's time for the Happy Hiller halftime show. Visit happyhiller.com to see how our friends at Hiller can help solve your plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical problems today. It's happyhiller.com. Ty Cobb has 25 points, and it's halftime in this boys' game. In the girls' game, it was a little bit less scoring. We almost didn't have 25 combined points, as the Lady Bees got a 29-28 victory over DeKalb County. We're joined now by Upperman head coach Danny McWilliams. Coach, we talk all the time, 7 AAA. Every given night, you got to be on your game. You get out of here with a win. What are your thoughts about how the game went tonight?
Well, we're definitely just glad to get out of here with a win. This is not an easy place to play. DeKalb played well. We did not. I guess you could tell by the score. We did not play very well tonight. But, those games happen, and we found a way to make plays, and they did a great job executing at the end of the game. And Bella Stiles, stepped to the line and made the free throws.
Yeah, to that point, I was remarking, it hit about 6 minutes, and all of a sudden everything in here ratcheted up. Did your experience help you out with some of those players in those moments? Because all of a sudden it turned into a real playoff feel in here with the crowd and the way the game was going, just getting really gritty how it gets in some of these games.
Yeah, we talked over there, and I do think probably that helped the experience that we've had, but I think it was a little bit less time than that. I can't remember that we called a timeout or we talked, and I said, I can promise you the team that wants it the most will win this game tonight, 100%. So and then you kind of saw us kind of wake up and like, we need to play, So, and I thought we played hard all night. It's just one of those frustrating nights where it didn't feel like really anything was going our way.
You mentioned Bella Stiles gets the free throws there, the confidence to get the ball there. I thought it was a really good pass from Gracie Butler, too, on that play. Everyone's moving out here and fires it inside. How important was it for her? Hadn't had a ton of opportunities in these huge spots, but she gets one at the free throw line to make that first free
that's
throw.
the first time that she's ever thrown it in on that play.
Yeah.
And I just know Gracie Butler's a gamer, and I just felt good that I explained to her exactly what we needed, how we needed it, and she made a great pass. I mean, it was perfect. The timing was perfect. Everything was perfect. And, I thought DeKalb, they made a smart play, too, probably by fouling right there. They made us go to the line and make the free throw opposed to getting the easy layup.
This district, the way it's structured now with 6 teams, you always want to win it. But being one of the top 2 has clear ramifications. You get into the region tournament by nature of a first-round bye. What's the mentality now knowing you've got a tough week next week? You get White County and then Cumberland County twice, but the prospect of getting one of those top 2 seeds is very much alive for you.
Well, and they know that they're very aware that we control our own destiny. It is in our hands. Sometimes I've been coaching for a long time, and, sometimes you're in a position right here that you have to wait and see what somebody else does, or can somebody else upset, or can somebody else win. But right now, it's right there for us. We definitely can control what happens to us. So, hopefully we'll come out and we know that we did not play very well at White County either, and we're disappointed in the way that game shaped up. And not to take anything away from White County, they're a great team, but we feel like we're better than what we showed. So we're hoping to come out and play better for sure at home.
To that point, you get White County on Monday night. Remember, everybody, it's Monday night, Thursday night, and Saturday night. Things change. So if you show up on Tuesday, you're going to miss a lot of action. But you get them in your place, maybe some low-hanging fruit, something that you guys are going to have to do better than you did in Sparta to have a better chance of having the result that you want.
Well, a couple of things. I think we got off to a bad start. I think we're going to have to make sure that we get off to a little bit better start both ends. Sometimes we struggle getting off to a good start offensively, but we kind of hang around there defensively, and we got a lot of great looks there. We just couldn't put the ball in the basket early, and then we didn't defend. So it was, both ways, and you just can't do that against a team like White County. We're going to have to come out early on and be better early.
Absolutely. Well, I'll be there. You'll be there. I'm sure half the Upper Cumberland is going to be there in that building. It's going to be a madhouse on Monday night in Baxter. Come out to the game. It's going to be an awesome environment. Those 2 teams deserve it. Danny McWilliams, congratulations. Your team gets the dramatic victory tonight. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Get your new year started in your new ride. With a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including the all-new 2024 Chevy Trax and Silverado, Frontier Chevy is ready to get you into your next vehicle. View inventory online at www.kcchevy.com or stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Frontier Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
When it comes to caring for your land, you need an all-around performer to make your life easier. One that's tried and true. That's a John Deere compact tractor from Tri-Green Equipment. User-friendly tractors that are big on performance and operator comfort.
The experts at the South Willow Auto Clinic are your hometown auto doctors. Located at 640 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville, get your oil changed, tires rotated, and fluids filled. Need other repairs? Stop by for his same-day free diagnosis and estimate. South Willow Auto Clinic is a longtime supporter of student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. South Willow Auto Clinic, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Delicious Pan Pizza is Domino's best-kept secret. With locations in Smithville, Sparta, Livingston, Allgood, and 2 in Cookeville, delicious pan and hand-tossed pizza, pasta, and more is never far away. Use the Domino's app to take care of your game day eats today. Domino's is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. DeKalb has 25 points. That's the story of the first half as Upperman's out in front 41-17 over DeKalb County here on the road. Back-to-back dominant halves. The second half against Livingston. The first half tonight, Upperman is rolling right now. But we still got to have to go as Harris turns around and deposits it in. Close went down, but not enough contact to get the call, and Clayton Harris puts it through for 2. Thanks again to Dana McWilliams for joining us there during the Happy Hiller halftime show. Big matchup on Monday, Upperman and White County round 2. White County rolled in the first meeting. See if there's a difference in the second or if the Warriorettes get closer to a district title. And now we've got a scrum and a foul. Who's it going against here? It goes on Upperman. Braden Roberts called for the personal. That's his second. Nope, I lied. I'm sorry. It's the other 23. My apologies. Dallas Kirby. That's his third. Apologies for that. Upperman basketball. DeKalb runs the point. He goes left side for Roberts. And there's going to be a hold there as they're trying to prevent Chaffin. And that's quickly Kirby's 4th personal foul. So Dallas Kirby with 4. And Caleb Spears is at the scorer's table. He's going to check in for him. Here with 7:19 to go in the third. A 26-point Upperman lead. Cobb was shooting the 3 well. He was getting inside, making his free throws. He did everything in that first half. Far and away, leader in the clubhouse for the Nelson Trophy and screen printing player of the game. As Bronston Chaffin has it now. Chaffin pivots inside, drives himself, and tried to slam home a poster. Rebound came down to Clayton Harris, who puts it in. That was almost the dunk of the year by Bronston Chaffin. It counts all the same for Harris for 2. But my goodness, we almost had a Sports Center moment here in this gym. As Hendricks throws up the runner with the right hand, no offensive rebound. Antoniak with the left hand, no. Third chance good for Alex Antoniak. Good job to stay with it by Antoniak. Back to a 26-point game, 6.5 to go nearly here in this third quarter. Cobb flyers off a screen. He has it now. Gets one from Chaffin. He's going to activate inside. Cobb goes up strong, good for 2 more. 27 for DeKalb. We still have 14 minutes of game time. Only thing that may prevent him from getting up into the 40s plus is if Upperman continues to roll close. Looking inside, block. Chaffin with the swat. Harris on a knee has it, sends it to Huddleston. 3-on-1. Cobb to Roberts, and Roberts finger rolls it in. Braden Roberts for 2. As here on the other end with 5:58 to go in the third, it's become a 30-point game. Antoniak inside Fusen. He throws up the shot, or maybe a pass. Either way, it was swatted by Harris. Went right to Antoniak, who rattles home the mid-range jumper. Antoniak with 4 in the quarter for DeKalb, who are fighting but just a little bit outgunned in this matchup so far. Remember, it was just a 12-point game a couple of weeks ago, back on January 9th when they got together. As Cobb in the mid-range flares it over to Harris for 2. No, the putback is good. Clayton Harris stays with it. Back to a 30-point game. Upperman has come on the road and left absolutely no doubt. Close. Over to Hendricks. Throws up the shot. No. It was punched right over to Roberts. Now here comes Braden Roberts with a ton of speed. Roberts flips it to Cobb. Cobb back to Roberts. He's going to trigger the corner 3, and he buried it. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Braden Roberts. The floodgates have opened in Smithville tonight. Now Antoniak is fouled by Harris, and Alex Antoniak's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Harris called for his 3rd personal.
Fouls on Harris. His 3rd, team first. Antoniak, shoot 2.
First one for Antoniak is good. He scored all 5 points in the quarter for the Tigers as subs check in for both teams. Spears back in, it looks like. Owen Snipes actually going to check into the game here. Turnbow back in for Upperman. Second free throw is good for Antoniak. He goes 2 for 2. Cobb is guarded by Antoniak. Now he'll go to work. Cobb left side, Roberts back to Cobb. Cobb from the right wing. Picked up defensively by Antoniak. Works off his screen. Cobb drives inside. Cobb becoming a scorer tonight, but that one no good. Too far underneath the basket. Rebound down. Fusen comes away. Fusen with his eyes up. Little shot fake, sends it left side for Snipes. Mid-range pull up for Fusen. That one no good. Rebound down. Chaffin with another one. Sends it to Huddleston. Huddleston over to Cobb. Ty Cobb, finger roll up and good. 29 for Ty Cobb tonight. Slicing through Antoniak. That one was poked by Huddleston. Cobb again running the floor. Cobb throws it up to Chaffin. Puts it off the glass. No. Rebound tipped up a couple of times. Knocked back. They were going back to the drawing board for the alley-oop. Here's Antoniak. Fires a great feed across to find the open man. And Caldwell puts it in. That's a nice feed from Antoniak. 3:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a 31-point game. Bush and Torrance back to the table for Upperman. As Chaffin has it. Chaffin back to Roberts. Roberts from the top of the circle. Triggers it and got the roll. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Braden Roberts. He's got 8 already in the quarter. 13 in the game. Now that one's going to be stolen by Turnbow, who drives it ahead, and he's fouled from behind by Antoniak. Second personal on Antoniak. Second team foul against DeKalb. And Branson Turnbow is going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. It's actually the 3rd on DeKalb. Turnbow lines it up, flies it away, and misses it off the front end. Helms also checking in. Cobb, Chaffin are out, as is Huddleston. See some reserves in this one as it's gotten out of hand. Next one good for Turnbow. His first point tonight. 35-point Upperman lead. If it stays this way at the beginning of the 4th quarter, the clock will run. Jordan Parker going to bring it up here. Well, Mr. Basketball voting in the first portion is due tomorrow at noon. Ty Cobb with one heck of a final statement. Driving in, shot thrown up, no. Fight for the rebound, the putback is up. That one's no good. Rebound tipped down again. 3rd chance on its way. That one rattles home for Owen Snipes. And the student section loves that one. That's great to see. 60-27 now for Turnbow. Sends it to Torrance. Torrance, one dribble goes up and finishes. Jack Torrance for 2. As Upperman strikes right back. Parker over right side. Caldwell nearly stolen by Turnbow. Parker has it again. Now Caldwell. Gets into the teeth of the defense. Now flips it over for Spears. Back to Parker. Nice shot fake. Drives. Finger rolls up too strong. Roberts with a rebound attempt. Parker's in there as well. It's a jump. The arrow belongs to DeKalb. Colton Johnson checks in for the first time tonight. Braden Roberts is coming out. See if his day may be done here. Colton Johnson would play a lot of minutes on most teams. This Upperman team just so deep. Into the corner. Parker, shot fake, kicks out. 3 ball on the way for Caldwell. Buried it. A Domino's 3 for Ian Caldwell. 62-30 our score as we go under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Turnbow with it. Sends it ahead to Torrance. Torrance in the corner. He triggers another 3. That one no good. Rebound grabbed by Bush. Sends it out for Helms. Helms is going to trigger the 3. He got it. Isaiah Helms steps up, and the Upperman bench goes crazy for the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Games like this become fun when kids who aren't usually raining 3s start to take them. And a full timeout called by Coach Agee with 1:26 to go. We'll take it with them. Upperman rolling up 35. We'll be right back.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They are also proud to sponsor Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing's Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Be sure to stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
1:26 to go in the third quarter. Upperman's out in front 65-30 over DeKalb County. The Bees are going to stay all alone in first place, looking for win number 20 of the season. And Ty Cobb, the only downside for that young man, he's had an awesome night, is his day is probably done, and he's at 29 points. He could have been up in the upper 40s with the way he was playing at the pace he was on, but he'll take the victory. From the top of the key, they work it around right side now. Grabbed by Caldwell. 1:18 to go in the third. Now they swing it around left side. Cumberland County leads Sparta 22-21 at halftime. The shots put up. That one no good. Rebound tipped around. Fought for. It's still loose. Yeah, it's going to be a tie-up and a jump. The arrow belongs to Upperman with 1:04 to go in the third quarter. Yeah, Joshua, he scored a lot of points against 8th graders. He scored a bunch. As Upperman rolled to a state championship in middle school last year with Ty Cobb leading the way. Helms kicks back over to Torrance. That one tipped out of play. Nice hustle by Hendricks. DeKalb still flying around out there. They're trying hard, just a little bit outgunned, as I mentioned earlier. This Upperman team firing on all cylinders. Branson Turnbow with it. Turnbow gives it to Cam Bush. Bush now finds Johnson. Inside looking for Helms. Helms underneath the basket, gets the shot away, and the foul is called. Isaiah Helms going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot 2. This one goes on Owen Snipes. That's his first. Team's 4th. And Helms lines up at the charity stripe here with 41.7 seconds to go. First one no good off the front of the rim. Don't forget tomorrow night, Pickett County against Oneida. That one live on the UCR Facebook page. And then we'll have 15 doubleheaders for you next week across our network as Helms rattles home the second. 6 points for Isaiah Helms. Stick around post-game. We'll have the South Willow Auto Clinic post-game show, go through the scoring and get to the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. There's a baseline drive here. They kick out into the corner. A little tic-tac-toe passing to the baseline. one dribble, kick out, long three ball on the way for Hendricks. That one no good. Rebound tip. Johnson tipped it over to Helms. Helms gets it ahead, but a foul is called. Isaiah Helms is going to go back to shoot two as Upperman's hit the bonus with 11.8 seconds to go. 11.8 seconds to go. Helms is going to set up at the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Don't forget, we got a lot of games going on right now. This one's gotten out of hand, but we've got plenty of other ones to choose from. Pickett County rolling Clark Range over on UCR 3. Stone is up on Livingston. That's a big one as the free throw rattles home for Helms over on the main page. 52-35. There on the main page, I should say, as Helms' second one is no good. 8 seconds left. Hendricks drives and kicks over left side. Antoniak triggers the three, no good. 1 second. Helms with the rebound. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. After three, it's Upperman 67 to DeKalb 30. You're watching high school basketball presented by Nick's Restaurant on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown is a full-service realtor and is licensed across the state of Tennessee, listing and selling residential, multifamily, land and farms, commercial and industrial properties. Sonia handles the sale from start to closing and beyond. Let her put her 30-plus years of experience to work for you. Sonia Brown, realtor with American Way Real Estate, has been supporting student-athletes in the Upper Cumberland area since 1990. You can reach Sonia Brown at 931-979-7145.
Hone and develop your skills on the court with professional basketball player development from Legacy Athletics. Call 931-303-3356 or follow them on Instagram at legacy_athletics or on Twitter at jwinningham25 for more information today. Legacy Athletics, proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
8 minutes of basketball to be played. There will be a running clock here in Smithville as Upperman's up 67-30 over DeKalb County. Thanks for hanging out with us this evening as the benches have started to empty just a little bit for both these teams. More so, a couple of starters or fringe starters hanging around out there. We're going to get to see some of the youngsters get to play some tonight. It's all Upperman from the opening tip. They raced out to a 17-point lead in the first quarter. As there's a turnover, the ball comes the other way. Shot thrown up in transition, and the foul is called. So this is going to be a trip to the line to shoot two. The clock will continue to run because it's more than a 35-point game. Foul goes on Collier Bush. That's his first, team's first, and John Hendricks, who's one of those starters in the game, he goes to the line to shoot two here. First one up and good. Don't forget, we need your help to stream all the postseason games that we're going to stream. They charge us a fee to stream each and every one of them, so send us a message on your Facebook page if you want to advertise with us in one of the busiest months, most viewed months of the year every year, the month of February here at UCR. As Helms has it inside, that one blocked, gets it back, put back no. Next one tipped around, and DeKalb comes away with it. Into the half court they come. They send it over for Hendricks. Hendricks sends the pass to Snipes, now into the corner. Baseline drive, force back out Hendricks. He triggers it from that big logo and hits it. John Hendricks with a Domino's three. That's easy pickings right now for Hendricks. Is this one of the best players on the team out there running it in against some of the backups. Johnson sends it over to Bush. Now Cam Bush with a shot fake back to Collier Bush. Collier triggers the three. That one no good. Rebound down. Pass goes over right side. Antoniak back to Hendricks. Antoniak again. Turn around. Three ball on the way from the other side for DeKalb. No. Torrance fights for the rebound and he's fouled. This one's going to go on Caleb Spears, I believe. It'll be his first, team's first. John Hendricks' day is done. Alex Antoniak day is done. And time continues to tick away. Even if it goes back under 35 in basketball, once it hits that number, the clock does not stop again outside of timeouts as Torrance has it. You can keep on playing, though, no doubt about it. Helms puts up the shot. He is fouled. Isaiah Helms is going to go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line where he will shoot 2. That one goes on Owen Snipes. It's his second, team's second as well. So next up for DeKalb County, Monday here in this gym against Livingston. They'll look to get it back rolling again. Helms' next one is up and no good. Upperman has Sparta in their gym, and then 2 against Cumberland County. As again, Upperman wins out. They will win the district in the regular season, even though they split with Stone because of that extra loss Stone had against Sparta. Upperman is in control of 7 AAA, meaning they control their own destiny. 3 ball up, and that one's good. Rained home by Chase Young with a Domino's 3 for DeKalb County. Them and Cumberland County battling out there in that 5 and 6 spot. Remember, you'd much rather be the 5 for a slightly more favorable matchup on paper, at least, as Finn Sissom puts it in for 2. Both are 1 and 5, but right now Cumberland County and Sparta are in a dandy of a game in Crossville. Mid-range jumper up, and there's the foul coming from behind was Helms. So Isaiah Helms called for his first personal, team second, and a trip to the line to shoot 2 upcoming here. This is Caleb Spears at the stripe. First one is good for Spears. We will have content every day of the week next week, Monday through Saturday. The clock is stopped in the gym. It should keep running. As the next one's no good for Spears. Rebound tipped down. It stays with DeKalb. The put back up, no. Rebound down. Finn Sissom has it. And now there's a tie up and a jump. The arrow belongs to DeKalb. And now the clock is running again. 4:13 to go. And bounce it over into the corner. Now that one. Free throw line jumper is up, and that one is good. Logan Duke for 2, and DeKalb is making it look closer than it was. They're playing hard through the end. Some of the JV players. There's a mixture out there right now. It's not all the deep reserves yet, but they'll get in at some point. Jack Torrance, for example, he's one of those fringe starters that we've talked about. He's mainly out there for a distributor role at the moment. Looking for Sissom. That one's going to be stolen away by Owen Snipes. Nice play for DeKalb. They send it over right side. Mid-range jumper up. That one no good. Rebound down Collier Bush. Bush working through traffic with a nice behind-the-back dribble. Sends it over right side to Landon Hall. Sissom wide open inside. Puts it off the glass for 2. Left side 3 is up. That one no good. Johnson with a rebound. 71-41. Over to Johnson. Colton Johnson. Yeah, that's probably going to be an offensive foul. Yeah, extended that arm to create a little bit of separation, so it'll go back the other way. .240 to go in the ball game. It's 71-41. Upperman is rolling to their 20th win of the season. They look every bit the part of the number 2 ranked team in the Upper Cumberland, only trailing the red-hot Cookeville Cavaliers. Of course, different classifications for those 2 teams. Is now DeKalb trying to find something in the half court. Work it over left side. Now flip pass back to the top of the key. It's Chase Young with it. Young. By the way, that Cookeville team is up 66-35 over Lebanon, over on UCR 5. This one's going to be stolen away. Collier Bush in transition, finger rolls it up and good. Bush with the steal and the score. His first points tonight, and now we have a whistle. As the referee took a tumble, we'll get the subs into the game here with 1:44 to go. Walter Kane and Elijah Fitz check into the game. A couple of multi-sport athletes. Pass right side. Driver, that one intercepted by Kane. Walter Kane is fouled. This one's going to go against Driver, his first, team's third. And we'll play on. Nearing a minute to go in this one. Fitz sends it over to Bush. Now Kane, that one's going to be intercepted. A chance for DeKalb in transition. Pushing it ahead, spinning inside, shot thrown up. The crowd would have gone crazy for that one. No good, but the putback up, no good as well. Johnson with a rebound. He sends it ahead to Hall, who ran the floor. Hall backing down to the defender. Kicks out to Kane. 33 seconds to go. Kane wide open inside is Colton Johnson for the turnaround shot. 24 seconds left. Here's DeKalb. Can somebody rein in something for them? That one nearly stolen. Finds the target, Young. 17 seconds left. Young may just dribble this one out. Nope, he's going to call for a screen. Sends it over left side for Hannah. Back to Driver. They want him to shoot it. He will shoot it. Go in. Oh, it missed wide left. Rebound down to Kane. And that will do it. A dominant effort on the road by the Upperman Bees. Final score, Upperman 75, DeKalb County 41, as Upperman sweeps the doubleheader. We welcome you into the South Willow Auto Clinic postgame show. South Willow Auto Clinic, your hometown auto doctors. Final score tonight, 75-41. Upperman defeats DeKalb County. And we'll tally up the scoring and get you out of here quickly this evening. Takes a minute for me to do the scoring. We've established that I'm not good at math. All right, scoring from the game is as follows. First for the DeKalb County Tigers tonight. 9 points for John Hendricks. That leads the way. 6 for Jordan Parker, along with Alex Antoniak. 5 for Connor Close and Ian Caldwell. And let's just go down the list here. 2 for Seth Fusen. 1 for Caleb Spears. 2 for Logan Duke. 3 for Chase Young. And 2 for Owen Snipes. For the Upperman Bees tonight, 29 points for Ty Cobb, including 25 in the first half. He sat the entire second half of the second half, meaning from about the 4-minute mark onward of the third quarter. Ty Cobb missed the game. 13 points for Braden Roberts, 7 tonight for Isaiah Helms. And let's go down the list here. 1 for Branson Turnbow, 3 for Jack Torrance, 2 for Evan Huddleston, 2 for Colton Johnson, 2 for Collier Bush, and 4 for Finn Sissom, for a team total of 75. It's time for the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game, and of course, it's going to Ty Cobb tonight. He was the best player on the floor once again, putting the icing on the cake of a potential Mr. Basketball, at least finalist resume. The voting for that is due tomorrow, and then the committee will get together and decide the winner of that award, but that was a heck of a performance tonight for Ty Cobb. Don't forget to join us tomorrow night as Oneida host Pickett County live on the UCR Facebook page. And then Monday night, where we will have a jam-packed slate again. 15 doubleheaders for you to choose from, plus the UCR Coaches Show presented by Fire and Vine on Wednesday night. Every night, Monday through Saturday, we will have action live on the Frontier Chevy UCR Media Network. Thanks again to our friends at the South Willow Auto Clinic for being the sponsor of the post-game show on these streams, Nick's Restaurant for being the presenting sponsor of all of our Upperman streams all season long, and Frontier Chevrolet for being the presenting sponsor of our entire network. The first half of our doubleheader saw the Lady Bees victorious 29-28, and in the second half, it was all Upperman, 75-41. The Bees improved to 20-4 on the season with the win, 6-1 in the district. DeKalb falls to 9-15, 1-7. Next up for the Tigers, they will host Livingston Academy on Monday. Next up for the Bees, Monday night against White County. Saying so long tonight from Smithville, I'm Noah McKay for Madison McKay on camera and everybody at UCR.